On Wise, Holly Herndon, Ava Turner, Samantha Beaverstein.
Samantha Beaverstein. That's a damn shame. She's the type, she's going to live with that when she gets married.
All right, here we go. I got to call me back. The following is a production of Watlington Shires and Pierce Productions. All righty, folks, welcome in here as we get ready to go for the regional tennis tournament. We're going to be joining in here with Chris Watlington coming up here shortly, but it is a Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show, so we'll hear from Wright Chrysler Dodge, and then we're going to hear from Chris Watlington, get him ready to go as Holly Herndon get ready to get to the court here for the regional tournament of tennis for the Center Rough Riders. It's on the way, NETSN. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods. Welcome back, folks, here, and joining in with Chris Watlington. Watlington, where are you at today, man?
I am in College Station / Bryant. And there
my favorite place.
Yeah, it's a good spot. And we do a lot of tennis here at the regional level, and not just for Center, but a lot of different regions are here. And there are 3 high schools that have really nice facilities, really nice tennis facilities. One of them is Bryant High School, and that's where we are today. Bryant High School. It's got good mojo for Center. The last several years, our spring contest, our individual contests have been held here, and we've had a lot of folks get to state from here. So you got good mojo at this one. There's been other ones where we've had less luck. We seem to do better at Bryan than a lot of the other places. So we will certainly think a good thought. Holly Herndon will be the first of our 2 today. Our second is a doubles team. Holly is representing Center in the singles tournament, and she has just taken the court to warm up against her opponent from Silsbee, Texas, Lauren Wise. And that's my report from here, sir.
All right, so we'll take a break here, come back, and then I think we're going to hear from Coach, I do believe. So that's all on the way here on NETSN. We'll be right back.
You know how when you go on a trip, you want your car to be as clean as it can be, inside and out. That's because you're getting ready to take a journey. Well, that's what we're doing here with the pregame show, getting you ready for the Rough Rider baseball. That's why Will Blackshear and all his staff at B3 Car Wash invite you to come by and get the car clean and invite you to enjoy the pregame show.
Pineywood Sports and NETSN say thank you to our season-long sponsors that proudly bring us Center softball and baseball. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, new ownership, new services, same attention to quality. And Covington Lumber, your third generation supply store and lumberyard.
A big thank you to Wright Chrysler Dodge and for our pregame, and getting ready to have an interview here with Holly Herndon, and so we got that coming up, and then we'll get back here with Chris as she's getting ready to get going here for her matchup, which is on the way. So stay with us, folks, as we're going to hear from Holly Herndon here, and we'll get her ready to go for her match on the way for the regional tournament.
Well, Holly, congratulations.
Thank you.
You here at the regional meet, and it's the one. I mean, you know, congratulations on the opportunity. Tell us about district.
Well, I played straight through the finals. I won every match except my last one. I lost 6-3, 6-4 in my final match, and it was against a girl I've already beaten. But right, that's.
When had you beaten her before?
I've beaten her in a previous tournament.
And did you ever meet her at team tennis?
I don't think so. We never played Bullard. So.
Okay. Well, Bullard was kind of the surprise. They have been good in the past, but they've obviously gotten, better.
Yes, sir.
So this is because it's a tournament that most of us don't get through. It's a chance. This is the last time that you'll swing a racket in purple. You've had a good career, though. What are your thoughts about those 4 years?
I worked really hard. I practiced a lot. I put a lot of grit and passion into it. A lot of my family, my tennis mates know that I don't like losing. I get very passionate when I lose. Not in a bad way.
Yeah, I understand. It matters.
Emotional. But it's been fun. I love Coach Dykes. I love this program, and I couldn't have asked for anything better.
Well, good luck in your match today.
Thank you so much.
You know Center Motor Company brings us the player of the game. Well, now we're going to bring you the Ford vehicle of the game, the Ford Bronco. You need to check it out. If you want an SUV that is also an ATV, where you're on the road or off the road, any number of the herd of Broncos can be yours. Just go to Center Motor Company. Run with the herd at Center Motor.
All righty, we're back here. We're going to check in with Chris as we're getting ready to talk with Coach Dykes a little bit here. How things going out there, Chris, right now?
Lauren and Holly have just taken the court. They've probably been on 2 minutes and are warming up. And at the beginning of a day, tennis warms up thoroughly. They hit all their forehands and their backhands, and then they serve to each other, and it takes a while. Now, after the first game, the warm-ups are a little shorter, but first game of the day, they warm up a while, so they're just now kind of starting to hit.
Okay, sounds good. All right, well, you got a couple of great interviews, Coach, set up with the awesome Coach Dykes, so we're going to hear from those, and that's brought to us.
His first interview, he's just talking about the year in general, and how he's proud of the team, and then he gets specific about Holly in the second one.
All right, sounds good. And that's brought to us by our good folks at JBA Financial, I do believe.
That's right.
All right, so here we go. Dykes, Coach Dykes on the way. We'll get ready for that first match coming up here from Bryan College Station on NETSN.
Coach, as always, congratulations. You're heading to regional. It was a little bit different path this year, wasn't it?
It was a little bit different in that the district realignment always is something new for us to deal with, and we ran into a bit of a buzzsaw in Bullard this year. They're a strong, upcoming young group, and so we'll have to deal with them one more year, and at least now we know what to expect for next year.
Sure, but they're not part of the team tennis district.
No, the team tennis district, they're in Region 2, and we're in Region 3, so we never see them until the spring.
Your team overall, you're only taking 3 folks, but just in general, characterize this year's center tennis team from August to now.
The best way I would describe it is youth.
Okay.
We have 3 seniors out of 16 and 9 underclassmen out of 16. So In some respects, we had our lumps and bumps this year because of the youth and inexperience. The seniors played their leadership roles well, and that group of youngsters really developed and learned how to practice, because that makes a big difference, learning how to practice to get better. And there was a lot of signs of life, especially towards the last couple of months of this season. I mean, I really felt like, man, this is going to be a tough district, and it's going to be a tough season, because not only was Bullard in it, but Madisonville was in it. And if you recall, in fall, we went 10-9 with Madisonville.
Right.
So it was going to be really, really tough on both ends. So I felt like we had a tough road, but with 9 players getting medals and 3 of them advancing, I'm pretty proud of that.
Yeah, you should be. Thanks, Coach. JBA Financial Services brings you Coach Talk, and there's a reason for that. John Black knows that when you're preparing for an important game, you need a plan, and they'd like to be a part of the details, the X's and O's of that plan. He's put together a good team, a coaching staff that would help you and your family get where they want to go. At JBA Financial Services, they're working to secure your family's future. Well, Coach Holly Herndon is qualified for singles, and she's been a good one for you for since middle school.
Yes.
Hopefully, this is not her last tournament.
We hope not. We know we have a tough road, and Holly, no one works harder than Holly. She puts in the time, she puts in the effort. She wants to excel in whatever she does, and whether it be in the classroom and in the weight room with powerlifting and out here on the tennis court. So I couldn't ask for anybody better as far as work ethic is concerned. We just got to play with a little more confidence. We just got to play with a little more confidence this weekend, and you just never know.
Okay. What is her strength?
If you were to watch her first serve is pretty strong, especially on the girls' side of things. She has a good spin serve, which is not very common in the girls' game. And then basically she is what I consider a grinder. She gets a lot of balls in play, has very consistent strokes. What we've got to learn to do, though, is use that consistency with some offense. Sometimes, especially at this level now, consistency gets you so far, but now you've got to learn how to finish things and put things away.
You have to hit some corners.
We got it, yeah. But she's very, very consistent, athletic. Her feet are always moving. I mean, she's got great movement, and she knows how to mix up spin, top spin, slice, got a good serve. But her major thing is going to be when we face some players that have a little more power, being able to match that, or players that are similar to us, being able to finish points.
Okay. Pineywood Sports and NETSN say thank you to our season-long sponsors that proudly bring us Center softball and baseball. Ace Hardware is the place. Center Tire, new ownership, new services, same attention to quality. And Covington Lumber, your third-generation supply store and lumberyard.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here just getting ready to go. So I'm going to ask Chris Watkinson, he's a tennis guy, and what's your keys to the game here, man?
I'm borrowing from the interview that we just played with Coach Dykes. Assuming this girl that is from this Lauren girl is of normal high school talent, then the key is going to be for Holly to find her moments to be aggressive. She's a good defensive player, but to win at a high level, you have to pick your moments to be aggressive.
All right, there we go. All right, so there's the keys to it. So stay tuned for the first service brought to you by Shelby Savings Bank. It's on the way in NETSN.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Center has the new and used vehicles that you're looking for. If your vehicle needs service, stop by WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com and get your service appointment, and also shop online. Then come on down and let the guys make a great deal for you. And our knowledgeable staff will not let you leave without knowing everything about your new or used vehicle.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram supports all the students of the Piney Woods.
At Shelby Savings Bank, the same thing that's true at the Selma Street location is true at the North Branch. It's where banking meets the smile. They're not just friendly tellers, they're your friendly tellers. And the smile on Manager Janet's face, it's contagious. When you say Shelby Savings Bank is your friendly hometown bank, well, you hit it right on the nose.
Hi, are you tired of the high cost of medical care? Tired of insurance that doesn't want to do anything for you? Don't have any insurance? I'm Sharon Nelson, a family nurse practitioner. I see patients of all ages for very low cash prices. For physicals, illnesses, labs, refills of medications, chronic disease management, male and female exams, suturing, joint injections, minor surgeries. Come see me, Sharon Nelson at Nelson Family Practice, 420 Tenaha Street, across from the Dairy Queen and Center. Se habla un poquito español.
And we're back, and let's join Chris Waddington and Brian for the regional tournament. How's it going, Chris?
It's going well. While we were getting our intros finished and all that, they began the match, and the Silsby girl won the toss, and she served first. And Holly took the first game from her, so a break to begin the match is a big deal. Judging from and you may have to turn me up because, tennis voices, I'm pretty close to where the competitors are. I don't want them to hear me, but the girl did not have a big serve. It looks like she's going to be a player that it looks a lot like the way Holly plays. So Holly is up 1, and she has now served to begin her match. Good serve. Pushes Lauren left wide, gets it up back over, but Holly's able to put it away. So she wins the first point of her serve, 15-love. Holly up 1-0 here at the very beginning of this regional tournament. The way it works, Larry, is 12 plays, 12, 16, 16, 12, 16 players show up. And this is, the first round. If the winner here goes to the quarterfinals this afternoon. Good
so
first serve.
I got her with 1 point right now, and she's up 15-love.
That is exactly right. And she just hit a return of service back to Holly, and Holly framed her shot. So it's 15-all now in this second game. Holly now serving to the ad court. Good backhand, has to hit another backhand as Lauren comes to the net. Holly tries to get it over her head, and it's a little bit too far. So Lauren brought it to Holly coming up to the net, playing the net game. Holly commits the error on the lob. So now it is 15-30 in favor of Lauren. Holly serves now. I'm sorry, this is to the ad court. It is long, second serve, good spin serve, but called long. So it's 15-40, and the Silsby girl has 2 break points to try to even the match at 1 game all. We'll see. Holly now serving to the deuce court. Good. Oh, hit the tape. I thought that was going to go into the backhand, but just hit the tape. Second serve. Good spin serve. Pushes Lauren wide. Gets it back. Lauren's coming up to the net again with a drop shot. Holly gets it by her, but wide. So both girls start breaking one another. It's a 1-1 here in the regional, in the prelims here in this first round. Holly breaks Lauren Wise of Silsbee, but then Lauren breaks back with a really aggressive return game. I think Lauren may be better as a service returner than as a server. So kind of learning that as we go. Lauren will serve for the second time. Even though you can't see her, she's closest to me with her back to me. I'm seeing Holly's face. Good return of service from Holly, just a little bit too much. Lauren served it to Holly's body. She probably needed to take a step back and get better position there. So it's 15-love, Lauren over Holly. Next serve is to the ad court, a little wide left. Second serve to Holly. Forehand return, she caught it fat. It was an easy return, unforced error from Holly. So it's 30-love, Wise over Herndon in this third game. Serving to the deuce court. Good serve, nice chop backhand, but it goes wide. She's just, in this game, there have been 3 serves and 3 return errors from Holly. So 40-love, Lauren, good serve, this time good return. She brings Holly up on a drop shot. Holly gets there, she stays at the net. The lob is over Holly's head, but also out of bounds. So Holly wins that one by coming to the net. 40-15, Lauren over Holly. Wait a minute. The problem with calling a tennis game is that it's sometimes hard to see. Holly called it out, but changed her mind. So the lob works. And so Lauren wins that one. Lauren leads 2-1, and they will switch sides, Larry. So as they switch sides, we'll go to break, and we'll be right back.
So what do you get with Sabine State Bank? Well, Steve Waters and his staff, they know you. They know you by name, and they celebrate the successes when they finance your dreams. But Sabine State Bank is also a fully modern bank with 24-hour online access to your accounts and services ranging from teller services to some of banking's more complicated things. Looking for a place to grow? It's Sabine State Bank. Texas Glacier Ice and Water supports center tennis, and you know about their ice and their water and their reverse osmosis process to make it absolutely delicious. But ice blocks, they can do that. Ice sculpture, they can arrange it. Squencher thirst quencher, yep, they got it. And if your business has an ice machine, they can personalize it like they did it for the Rough Riders and the Ponies. Texas Glacier Ice and Water.
All right, back here, and it is a 2-1 Silsbee over Sinners. We're back to Chris Watlington.
Holly just served her second serve. Spin. She just has a beautiful, rich spin on the second serve, and it causes Lauren to hit it deep. So Holly is up 15-love. Here comes her first serve. Good one. Drop return. Nice backhand from Holly. Goes up to the net and puts it away. She owned that point and controlled the pacing really for the first time. And that looks like the Coach Dykes Holly Herndon tennis that she's spent 4 years developing. She's 30-love now in this first set, trying to even the match at 2. Serving to the deuce court. Good serve to the backhand. Has to come up to the net. Beautiful shot. Pulls it to her left. That's such a perfect shot. All Lauren could do was watch it with pace, and it hit inside the service line. Nothing Lauren could do but applaud. So it's 40-love. Holly looking more like herself now. Serving at 40-love to the ad court to try to even this match at 2 and beyond serve. Good serve to the backhand. She comes up to the net, backhand, pushes it deep, lob over Holly's head. It's out, and so that's going to be the game. Holly in 4 points evens it up, 2 games each. And it's funny, I say that, and then I wait to see if indeed they're going to switch the serve, and I'll make sure that I didn't miss something, but I got it right. 2 games all in the first set. They're on serve, and the Silsby girl, Lauren Wise, will serve to Holly now on serve. Her first serve into the net. And her first serve is just unremarkable, except that it's only the second time she's faulted on it. Second serve, less pace, Holly, good forehand. Ooh, cross-court backhand attempt by Wise goes into the net, so she loses that first point. Holly wins. Love 15. Holly ahead in this 5th game. Good first serve. Holly gets it back to the backhand, and Lauren tries to drop shot, and it falls short. So Holly's won 6 points in a row. Love 30. Holly's ahead. This whole day is brought to you by Sharon Nelson Medical, the #1 tennis fan in Shelby County and a fine medical provider. First service in from Lauren. Cross court ripped it on her backhand to Holly, but it's just wide. It was the right idea. A decent serve. Holly gave her a good return, but then the backhand was the most aggressive shot Wise has hit so far, missed by about 3 inches. And so she's now facing, this is Love 40, isn't it, Larry?
Yes, it is. Love 40.
Yeah, so she's serving over to the ad court. Holly gets it back. Holly hits a backhand. Wise, a backhand to the forehand of Holly. She has to stretch for it. Good aggressive shot. Got Holly off balance. Holly's shot goes into the net. So it is 15-40. Holly still has 2 break points here. And she had won 7 points in a row. Wise gets back on the scoreboard to Holly's forehand. They're trading forehands. Holly's coming to the net. Big forehand to her backhand and passes her. Wise gets it by Holly, and that was good tennis. Holly made a good deep shot. Wise had to go get it, and she had to hit the perfect shot to get by Holly, but she did. So now it's 30-40. Holly has 1 more attempt at break point. Serve goes to Holly's forehand. Now a backhand for Holly. It's long. She didn't quite get enough top spin on it, and it's even to deuce. The rules change at every place. I don't think they do ads, though. I think it's instead of games going on forever, the receiver gets to decide which side she wants to take. So it's to the deuce side. Good serve, 2 good forehands from Holly. Now Lauren moves Holly to her backhand. Holly gets to it. And then a big lob. Lauren tees up and hits it big, about 3 feet deep. Lauren felt this was her chance. But they are going ads. So I thought that might be the game. Instead, it's ad Holly. Here's the serve, the forehand from Holly. The return is deep, so it's back to deuce. I never know if they're going to do the deuce ads or not. It changes from tournament to tournament. But here we go. First serve from Lauren at deuce. With the match tied at 2 games all. She misses the first one into the net. Here's the second serve to Lauren. Holly moves up, takes the forehand. They trade forehands. This one is a chop shot forehand from Holly, and it was the wrong choice. She was trying to get a chop drop shot to the right, but she got a little too much of it. It goes out of bounds. So here's ad for Wise. Holly forehand return, backhand return now. A chop shot drop. Holly gets to it. Another drop shot of Rowan. Lauren can't get to it. Perfect drop shot. A drop shot winner for Holly, and it ties it back up at deuce. well, this is a pretty high stakes game, Larry. That Holly was up 40 love, and now she is in a fight to try and keep this break. Here comes the deuce serve. Out, a little bit wide. Here comes Wise's second serve, the girl from Silsby. Gets it in. Holly, a good forehand. Another forehand, makes Wise move. Wise puts it back across court to the forehand side, but just misses. It's the right idea, but just a little too much. And so unforced error gives Holly the advantage with break point here. Trying to go up 3-2 and win both games on this side of the court. First serve from Lauren into the net. The District 18 #1 seed from Silsby. Silsby's so good to so many things. Their basketball team and football team, great success this year. Second serve, I thought that was wide, but it's not. They're playing a lob to Holly's forehand. Wise, a shot to Holly's backhand. Holly moves to it and takes just a bad stroke at it. It was Holly's probably worst stroke of the game as it bounces into the net. I think she got caught between decisions and ended up hitting a no shot. So it's deuce again. Wise a serve into the net. Holly fighting for the break. Good forehand return. Wise hits a good one to Holly's backhand. Holly gets to it, but hits the tape and falls down. So Lauren is going to, after winning 2 points in a row, have a shot for the game. Game point for Silsby's Lauren Wise. Backhand return from Holly, and it's, again, she wasn't really sure what she wanted to do, and she bounces it into the net. So Wise makes a comeback and wins 3-2 as they switch sides. We'll take a break and we'll be right back with Holly down 1 in this first set.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home.
Yes, not only am I looking for good insurance, but my grandson's making one of those rock and roll gospel albums. I was wondering if you could find me a good place for insurance and a place for him to record his project.
Fortunately, you just described Buster Bounds and Bounds Insurance and Center. Aurora Concepts Primary Care Center, and just behind it, Medical Specialist Center, is a team supervised by Dr. Jane Todd and led by Don Barnes. They're professionals. They provide good family care to everyone in the family. They're also your center for testing and vaccinations. When there's something wrong and you don't know what, call Aurora Concepts.
Back to you, and Chris says it's a 3-2, Chris, so how's it going over there?
Good. Holly is going to serve. They're on serve, but Holly had a chance to get up a break. Here's her serve. Good serve, full of spin, but it's gotten back. Holly goes up with a good backhand, takes the net, makes a winner at the net. Good return from Lauren, but returned it right to Holly, who put it away. So she's up 15-love. This is brought to you by Sharon Nelson Medical, Sharon Nelson Family Practice, and she's so good for all your needs in your family, any sicknesses and problems, right there on Tenal Highway. Holly's first serve is good. Strong return. Holly drops it. She comes to the net. Lauren comes up and puts it past her to the backhand side. That may be Wise's best shot of her tournament so far. Ties it up at 15-all. Also want to say thank you to our friends at Moody's Emporium. We'll talk about it after this serve. Holly's serve to the backhand side, a little bit wide. Second serve, tied up at 15. Good spin serve. Lauren gets it back, though. returns it to Holly's backhand. Good backhand. Now to Holly's forehand. Oh, beautiful shot. Makes Lauren move. She gets it back. A drop shot on the other side, a little bit far, a little bit wide. Holly had the right idea. Just about, 2 miles an hour too much on the shot. So she's down now 15-30. Mother's Day, whoever it is in your world for Mother's Day that you need a gift for, Mooney's Emporium is probably the one-stop shop for kitchen, for gifts, for clothes that are all of those things with a personal touch and creative touch from Shell Mooney. Mooney's Emporium brings all Rough Rider sports. Holly's a serve, good one, strong one, backs up Lauren with backhand return, lob. Holly gets a good forehand back. Holly backhands it back now to her forehand. Oh, good drop shot. Lauren's chasing it. She makes a beautiful drop shot on Lauren, though. I mean, on Holly. Lauren with the beautiful drop shot. Holly made the drop shot, then did not move up. Really couldn't, because if she moved up, then Lauren could have whizzed it past her. So she took a gamble. Lauren wins it. It's now 15-40. Lauren with 2 break points to move up 4-2 in the first set. Big moment here for Holly. Her second serve finds the right spot. A lob return to Holly's backhand. Another Herndon backhand. And a Herndon forehand, cross court. Drop shot from Lauren, but not a very good one. Holly gets it back. Down to Holly's backhand. Good shot. She gets it back. Holly with a drop shot. I'm sorry, Lauren with a drop shot. Holly runs up to get it, gets her racket on it, puts it in the net. Lauren took control of that point about the third shot, and Holly was playing defense, and so Lauren wins. And she is up now 4-2 and up a break. She wins this game. 5-2 is a hard hole to crawl out of. So this is a nearly must break for Holly, who already has 1 break so far in the set. Beautiful forehand return from Holly, but Lauren gets there and chops it back across to Holly's backhand. She no chance getting to it. Just perfect shot from Lauren, who's showing why she's the number 1 seed. Holly didn't do anything wrong on that. It's just a really good tennis shot from the Silsby girl. Second serve, she's up 15-11 over Holly. Good serve. Holly has to chase the forehand and hits it wide. A little frustration showing from Herndon. Down love 30 and down 4-2. Good serve. Holly gets a good drop shot backhand. Lauren chases it down, puts it deep. Perfect shot. Holly gets to it, but nothing she can do. She has to practically turn her back to the shot to get her racket on it. Yeah, gets her racket on it, but can't get it in. So 3 good service points from Wise, who looks like she's wising up. The 40 love serve. Holly gets a good forehand back. Another Herndon forehand. Big forehand from Wise. Big forehand from Herndon. Another forehand from Wise. Big forehand from Herndon. Backhand now from Wise. Drop shot into the net. Holly wins one and wins it about the time that a ball from the court next door drops in like bird droppings. It's if she hadn't just won the point, she would have been very confused as another ball comes in from a different time zone. 40-15, Silsby up. Good forehand return from Holly. She has the advantage, making her play defense. Another forehand. Lauren comes back, but Holly's at the net. She made her way to the net and puts it away. So Holly was facing, just looking like she was going to be broken, losing 3 points in a row. She's now 30-40, 1 point away from tying it up at deuce. Serving to the ad court. Good return from Holly. Now a backhand deep, hits it in. Backs Wise up. Defensive shot. Holly coming in, big backhand, a little too big. Oh, it's the right idea. About a foot too far. So Lauren wins 2, and she's up 5-2 over Herndon, who will be serving to stay in the set when we come back. You're listening to Regional Prelims, brought to you by Sharon Nelson Medical here on NETSN.
Cornerstone Balance and Therapy is the local place where you go to recover after surgery or after an accident. With up-to-date modern equipment and a staff that cares and knows you by name, the only thing better is where it's located, right at the four-way stop in the middle of town. Cornerstone, helping you get better. Hey, basketball fans. If you want to plan your next getaway around quality East Texas hunting, then Wiggins Hunting Lodge is a place for you. Quality white-tailed deer hunting experience, or whatever your gathering needs, perfect for bridal or corporate events. Want to get away? Come to Wiggins Hunting Lodge between Mount Enterprise and Timpson. Does the national financial situation confuse you? What about your own? Wayne Christian Financial Services is where you turn. Wayne has spent a career answering these questions for clients, and his daughter, Eliza Christian Furman, does the same thing now. Join Wayne Christian's team at Wayne Christian Financial.
Hi, are you tired of the high cost of medical care? Tired of insurance that doesn't want to do anything for you? Don't have any insurance? I'm Sharon Nelson, a family nurse practitioner. I see patients of all ages for very low cash prices. For physicals, illnesses, labs, refills of medications, chronic disease management, male and female exams, suturing, joint injections, minor surgeries. Come see me, Sharon Nelson, at Nelson Family Practice, 420 Tenaha Street, across from the Dairy Queen and Center. Se hablo un poquito español.
All right, folks, we're back, and back to Chris Waddington.
And Holly serves with her back to the wall, down 2-5. First serve, good shot. It's a drop shot return. Oh, and Holly puts the net and puts it away. Plays aggressive, 15-love. One of her best points. Next serve, good serve, backs Lauren up. Now Holly's moving her around. Defensive lob. Holly takes it with no bounce. Lauren pounces on it. Now they're trading forehands. Good tennis from both of them. Lauren with a big backhand pushes Holly back. Now Lauren moves her to the right, but it's wide. Hey, that was a good point. I actually said that to the girl, Holly herself, as she came, her ball rolled right to where I'm sitting. I'm sitting on a stool that they use for track. And it's about 40 pounds, but it's keeping me out of the grass. 30-love, big serve from Holly, and the drop shot's no good, into the net. So she wins 3 in a row here in this game, trying to stay in this first set. Lauren has won 3 games in a row, but Holly has won 3 points in a row. 40-love. She'll serve to the ad court. Oh, serve had a lot of pace, but hit the tape. Second serve, which she'll put all sorts of spin on. Yeah, it was a little too much spin. Actually, you know what? She didn't spin it. She did a second first serve to try and put it away. I like the choice. And it was a very aggressive attempt. It was just a little bit wide. So 40-15, 2 more game points for Holly. Here's the, whoops. Hit the toss, and she caught it. Didn't like the toss. First serve to the forehand. Comes back. Backhand Holly. Lauren's setting up a forehand. Moves it to Holly's backhand. Holly gets it back to her. Another forehand from Lauren, and she hits it into the net. She had squared up for a big return and just missed it. So it's 5-3. Holly stays in the set. Now she's 1 break away from being back on serve. She's got to get another service game from Lauren. Larry, the first time she served Lauren, I thought, well, this is not a serve that we really need to worry about. But every service game, it's gotten a little bit better and a little more sure. Right. First serve is just past the line, close, but it's deep. Second serve, Holly jumps on the return. Had the right idea, a little bit too far. And those second serves are sometimes the hardest ones to do anything with aggressively. They come so soft that it's like hitting against a pitcher that is only throwing 50 miles an hour. You can hit it, but a lot of times it doesn't really do what you want. So she puts it in the net. First serve from the Silsby girl into the net. Second serve now. To Holly's forehand, defensive forehand. Good forehand from Silsby. Holly gets to it, but into the net. So it is 30-love. And Lauren Wise, the number 1 seed from District 18, Silsby, Texas, 2 points away from winning the first set. See if she can do it. First serve is in. Holly gets a good return. Nice forehand return. Backhand. Holly's coming to the net. Nice shot. She gets the second shot at it. Now the lob is not. She gets to it, but she kind of frames it. So Holly's shot comes down. It just takes forever to land. Lauren barely gets her racket on it. Oh, Holly wins the point. She accidentally hit a perfect lob. You could see by the look on her face, she didn't think that would work. So a long point, dramatic point. Holly wins it 30-15. Lauren serves now again. And good return from Holly, and Lauren just nets it. So that point didn't take long at all. So it's 30 all, just like that. Bam, bam. And we are tied. Holly showing signs of life. Serve. Deep. It's to the deuce court. Second serve. Holly gets to it. Good forehand. Backs Lauren up. Aggressive backhand from Holly, but it's one of those that she took a little bit too high above her shoulders. Those are the hardest shots in tennis to me, are those backhands, and she pushes it long. So it's set point, 40-30 for Lauren Wise. The serve is good. Holly's return, good. Chop shot, moves Holly up. Backhand to Lauren's backhand. Big backhand. Holly gets a perfect drop shot. Lauren gets to it. Holly puts it past her over her right shoulder. Oh, man, that's a great point. Both players doing good work, and it's deuce. Holly is not going gently into that good night. Silsby in maroon, the same color as the university that's not far down the road. Holly in her purple top, white skirt. It's deuce now. The serve is good. Holly puts it to Lauren's backhand. She has to run to it and puts it in the net. So Holly is up a break point now to try to get to 5-4. She was down 5-2, won her serve convincingly, and is now advantage, returns the serve. Lauren gets to the backhand, gets it to Holly's backhand, puts a nice one down the line. Can Lauren get to it? She can't. And Holly comes back from down 30-love and wins that game to stay in the set, serving at 5-4. They'll switch sides. Holly's decided she's kicked it into a new gear. We'll hear from Sharon Nelson Medical, who brings us this regional tournament, and we'll be back in this first set.
Bird Forestry began with Mike Bird, East Texas's lush forests, and a dream for the future.
At Bird Forestry, that future is now. As it moves into its second generation, Bird Forestry is a diverse enterprise protecting the environment while it works with industries to ensure the growth of Texas businesses and the welfare of its people. The Bird family supports the riders on the court and beyond.
Jack Callan.
Yes, sir.
What's something you like about TNR Steaks and More?
Oh, everything that they make that is fried.
Okay, give me an example.
Like the fried catfish, the fried chicken, anything that has crust on it, I love.
That and a good salad. TNR Steaks and More.
All right, 5-4 back out there.
Holly serving at down 5-4, but man, if you're just joining us, she was down 5-2, held her serve, broke. First serve goes into the net, so we're looking at the first point, second serve. Holly serving to Lauren. Good second serve, deep, right on the line. A lob return. Holly gets a forehand return to Lauren, moving her around. Good forehand from Holly. Now backhand from Holly. Lauren tees up a forehand, but it goes right back to Holly. Big forehand from Lauren. It's out, I think. It's across the court. It looked like it was going to be deep. The roving umpires. There's one umpire for 6 different games. She's now watching the game we're watching. And the girls' game next door is already over.
Ooh.
With the girl from China Spring who looks like a professional tennis player. Tall, athletic, graceful. What was your game count? 6-1-6-0.
Wow.
Yeah. Wins 6-1-6-0, walked right by me.
Wow.
So that one didn't take long. In the time it's taken our match to play the first set, that one is over. They started at the same time. Okay. Holly now, second serve, second point. She double faults. That's her first double fault of the day. No, second one. But the second one was kind of an aggressive one. This one, she just missed her second serve. So it's tied at 15-all. Holly needing this one to tie the game at 5. Or tie the set at 5. Such an aggressive run. And then that double fault, we'll see how that affects her mentally. Her first serve, perfect to the backhand, and it's too much. Well, it didn't affect her mentally at all. She hit it into the body of the Silsby girl, and all she could do was kind of protect her chest with a backhand that didn't go over the net. Good shot. 30-15. Holly with her white visor hitting to the Silsby and the deuce court. I'm sorry, the ad court. Good return. Good serve, but good return. They're traded forehands. Lauren with a big forehand to the left trying to move Holly, but it's just a little too much. And so Holly's going to go up with 2 game points here. 40-15. 2 chances to tie this game up. This would be a pretty good comeback. Serve to the backhand. All right, there on the tee, just a little bit too far. Second serve. Oh, it hits the net and crawls over. She'll get that one again. That one literally stayed up on the tape for about a half second trying to decide which way it was going to fall. So it gets the second serve again. Oh, she frames the second serve, trying to put the spin on it, but it was just too much. So she double faults, and that's her second. Only 3 this whole set, but 2 now in the same game. I like that. That was an aggressive attempt that she just didn't quite pull off. It wasn't one of those baby serves that you miss if you're nervous. Good serve. Lauren gets it back. Holly, Lauren moves in for the kill, gets it. Lauren's able to get to it, gets her racket on it, but did it fall? It must have. Oh, I thought it was going to be deep, but instead it was the perfect shot. And so it is now deuce. Good serve, backhand return. Only has to run it down, gets to it. Lauren makes her move to the right, forehand, gets on it, but Lauren's at the net and puts it away. So she had 2 game points, but Lauren's won 3 in a row. So now it's break point, set point for Lauren Wise from Silsby. Oh man, Larry, this is not the way you would want this to end if you're a center fan.
All right,
coming back.
Yeah, she was down 5-2 though.
Yeah, and then had 2 chances to even it up at 5. Yeah. Here is her serve. She gets it in, the return, big forehand, moves Lauren to the right. She gets to it, back to Holly's forehand. And it's going to be too much. She was moving her back to the corner, but just got too much racket on it. And the first set is going to end 6-4, or for center 4-6 as Holly drops the first set. But these are 2 girls that I think if they were to play, every week, they would split sets a lot. I think these are equal skill levels. They're taking a break. We'll take one as well as we'll come back for the second set. This is the regional tournament brought to you by Sharon Nelson Family Medical.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the Pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
I've always liked me a snow cone when it's hot outside, like during baseball weather. And that's why I go over to Jason Mitchell's place, Granny B's. They got the normal flavors, they got them exotic flavors, and it's all good at Granny B's.
All right, so tell us a little bit about what's going on out there, Chris, as we're getting back to it here. We're ready to go set number 2. Let's see if I can get my score right here. It's my first time, so I want to make sure I'm doing things right for you guys.
This is your first tennis rodeo, but you're doing great, and I really appreciate you manning this is one of the earliest sports broadcasts in the history of Pontywood sports. You don't get it very often. By the way, the Silsbee coach is coming out to talk to her player. So Holly was getting up looking like she was ready. She loses the first set 6-4. Coming up just in a little while, we'll have our doubles match with our freshman and sophomore doubles players. That game's coming up in the morning session. If both of them are losses, that'll be it. But if there's a win, we'll move to the afternoon. While the coach is talking to her player, why don't we take just a chance to hear from Texas Glacier Ice and Water, Bob Reeves. If Sharon's the number 1 tennis fan, Bob Reeves is the number 2 or 3. We'll hear from her and come right back. How about that?
Sounds good.
Texas Glacier Ice and Water supports Center Tennis, and you know about their ice and their water and their reverse osmosis process to make it absolutely delicious. But ice blocks, they can do that. Ice sculpture, they can arrange it. Squencher, thirst quencher, yep, they got it. And if your business has an ice machine, they can personalize it like they did it for the Rough Riders and the Ponies. Texas Glacier Ice and Water.
Back and ready to go second set. Chris, is that where we are here? I'll make sure I got everything
That's
together.
Where we are.
I think I'm good to go here. All right. So, Steve Shires puts his scoreboard together, and, as a lawyer, he's got one a little bit here, one a little bit there. So,
Yeah.
I'm trying to follow his direction as a lawyer. I'm trying to figure that out.
Well, we have started the second set, and Lauren is serving. And got a good serve and moved Holly to where she got the shot back, but didn't have much on it. And then it's put away. And the second shot is a really good serve, and Holly didn't get it back. Come on back, Jack Callan. I'm glad you're here. You're making your return to Center Tennis. You just getting here?
Yeah, no, I've been here about the whole time.
Okay, so what were your opinions of the first set? They're pretty even, wouldn't you say?
I'd say somewhat. Yeah, Holly. I'd say strokes wise, the girl that she's playing has more consistent strokes. I see fewer unforced errors from the Silsbee girl. Holly's doing a lot of work mentally to stay into this game. Coach is doing a really good job of coaching her up and making sure that she's hitting the right shots in the smartest way. Okay. So I think if there's a quick, I don't know if there even needs to be much of a tactic change, just an emphasis on consistency. Holly can take this into a third set and make this a game, make this a match.
I think so too. I think these are if they played, I said before the break, if they played once a week, they'd win by the same number. But I do agree. In the first set, Silsbee was a little more consistent.
Yeah, and honestly, that's what matches like this come down to, is who can hit the ball in more.
Yeah.
Which sounds trivial, but that's just what it is.
Hey, did I lose you?
Yeah, we did. I don't know. I just all of a sudden you just dropped call.
I may have accidentally hit the stop button.
I'll tell you what we do. We'll blame it on Jack Allen.
Okay. While I was talking to Jack Callan, the first game of the second set, moving on, and Lauren is going to win that first game, I think.
Okay.
Yes, but they were talking at the two players were talking at the net about something that didn't please them. But Lauren wins that first game. I'm going to just keep it here while they're taking a quick break and say thank you again to Sharon Nelson and also to JBI Insurance, Joe Bill McTaggart Insurance. Everything we do for Center, Joe Bill is part of it. And tennis, banquets, band concerts. If it's a center game, that's the way they do it. Now, they were just fixing to start, and they decided to keep playing, and so I don't see this very often. They had moved the marker from 0-0 to 1-0 in favor of Silsby, and then they switched sides. And then while I was talking about JBI, they talked some more, and both agreed that the game needed to continue. So it's not 1-0. Lauren is now serving. Holly's returning.
Oh, okay.
Good backhand from Holly. This game's continuing. Another backhand from Holly, moving her to the right. She gets to it, puts another backhand to Lauren. Lauren's forehand over into the corner. A cut backhand from Holly. Good bounce and spin. It's a beautiful point. Holly hits a beautiful shot in the corner, but Lauren gets to it. A lob, defensive shot, and Holly puts it away about an inch too far. Oh, that's the aggressive kind of play that she's going to need to do, but just missed it. And so that was the final point. And now Lauren, for the second time this set, wins the first game. That's a little bizarre. And they will switch sides, but there won't be much of a break. They're just going to, they kind of already had the break. So they're just going to keep playing.
Miss Wise gets the first one there.
Yes.
Okay.
She wins the serve. Now it's 1-0 in the second set. And Silsby took 6-4 in the first.
Okay, yeah, that's right. That's what I've got there. Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
All right, and also just from what I remember in tennis a while back too is you have to win by 2 as far as a set. So like if it was
that's right.
If it was 6-5, she would have had to go 7-5 to win it.
That's right. That's exactly right. And eventually, if it's tied at 6-all, then they'll do a tiebreaker, which is exciting stuff.
Right.
Holly's first serve is good, but a beautiful return forced Holly to stretch for her backhand, so she loses the first point. Have another member of the Center tennis team. I hope you'll stick around between sets and want to visit with you. Good first serve from Holly. The return, it gets it over the net, but now Holly is at the net. She had a chance to put it away. The lob, defensive lob, close, but out. A little bit long. So that was one of those excellent aggressive points where Holly just took it to her, and it's 15-all. Come on back after the game. I want to talk at you. I just heard an "oh my God" from Holly. She miscued her first serve, second serve. Good though. And the big attempt at the second serve, at the return from Lauren is just wide and deep. It's a bad forehand, and so Holly finds herself up now. 30 love. Trying to stay on serve in the second set. Serving to the deuce side. Boom. Good serve. Hits the tape, falls down. Second serve is in. Good return to Holly's backhand. Big, aggressive forehand from Lauren, and it moves Holly's backhand to where it's defensive and pushes it wide. So Lauren took control of the point with a really good return to service. Holly held on for 2 shots, but it's now 30-15. And Lauren's going to have to go get a ball from the neighboring court. There is still a men's singles game going on. There's 3 courts here. And in my far court, there's a men's game that started at 8 this morning and it's still going on.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's 2 hours of tennis. That's pretty good.
Yeah, to start your day. And the winner's going to play again. Holly with a great serve. She gets it back. And Lauren manages to get it back. Holly with another really good shot. And the little chip return Holly gets to and chips it in the corner. Perfect point. Holly is going to come away winning this one. I had the score wrong. Instead of 30-15, it was 40-love. She wins love in that game. So it's 1-all, Larry. I had it wrong.
Right.
And here comes Lauren now, serving it on serve. Good serve. Holly's forehand is a really good one. But Lauren jumps on the return and hits it in the far court. Now, I can't see over there, so I don't know if it was wide or if it was a winner. So I don't know what the score is. I'll have to listen for it. The second point goes into the net. If you're a tennis fan, a high school tennis fan, you know how it is. A lot of times you just don't know the score. Second serve is good on the line. Holly gets a return. Oh, it goes deep. I'm going to see if I can hear the score. They call it, but they don't call it very loud. So it's either 15-all or 30-love. Serve. Holly gets a good aggressive return. Lauren goes and stretches for it, and she tries her own aggressive return, and it's deep. So Holly wins that one at the ad court. First serve. Holly punches it back. Lauren runs forward, gets it, takes the net. Holly's a lob, gets over her head. Beautifully done. Aggressive defensive tennis from Holly on that point. So she wins that one. I know she has at least 30. So it's either 30-all or Holly has a break point here. So I'm not sure. Important to win it either way. Here's the serve. Forehand return into the net. It was the right direction and everything, but just didn't quite get over the net. So again, not really sure what the score is.
Well, no disrespect, but I'm going to say Herndon's up 40-15.
Let's do that. Let's say that. Good serve. Holly gets a good return. The drop shot from Lauren brings Holly to the net. Beautiful shot from Lauren to get it back over. Holly gets her racket on it and puts it away. That was a difficult defensive shot at the net. Usually you go to the net to pounce on a ball, but Lauren's shot was so good it got over and below the net, and so a defensive, open-faced return from Holly at the net, and it goes in. So it's deuce now. It's deuce, Larry. 40-all. Good serve. Holly gets it back. Holly's forehand, I don't know what that was. I think she changed her mind halfway through her swing, and her second shot of that series goes long. So it's now ad advantage Silsby, trying to stay on serve. It's 1-1. Advantage Lauren from Silsby to stay on serve, and she hits it to Holly's backhand, and she nets it. So it was a close. Holly had a chance to break, but she can't quite pull through. It's 2-1. We're on serve in the second after dropping the first set 4-6. We'll be right back with more of the preliminary regional round brought to you by Sharon Nelson Medical.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home. For all of your glass-related needs, it's Center Glass.
Okay.
All right, we're back here, and it looks like Chris Waddington has a former tennis player. What's going on, Chris? What are you talking about?
It's a current tennis player.
Current
Zach
tennis player.
Payne,
Okay,
as
there
you're
we go.
watching, Holly. The doubles guys, your buddies, they haven't taken the court yet, have they?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Holly is in a fight here, isn't she? She's just, what did you see that you liked from her?
She has a very consistent, good first serve. The other opponent has a pretty decent return, but I think Holly's serve is overtaking her returns. And
I hope she continue to do that.
I do too, because this is a fight of a match. And
yeah. Thank you, Zach. That's a current tennis player, freshman. We're going to be talking about him for the next 3 years. In the second point of the match that started while we were talking, Holly nets her second shot. So I know she has missed it. She's down 1 point. I don't know what happened in the first point. So it's either love 30 or 15 all. We'll see. Important though to stay on serve. She can't afford to lose the serve. Good serve, perfect serve. It's a service winner. Lauren is able to get her racket on it, but there's nothing she can do. But it just kind of rolls back to the net. So that's probably the best serve of the game. For just as Zach said, she's got the advantage with the serve, and it came true like he's Nostradamus. Zach Nostradamus Payne. Here's her serve to the ad court. Is another aggressive one into the net. Got to go up and get the ball. It rolled in the way. So second serve coming soon. Oh, beautiful chop serve. She gets to it, and the drop return from Holly is too short. A good idea. If that shot had fallen, it would have been a point, but instead goes in the net. Holly drops that one. It's just a guess. Do you know the score here? I missed the first point. Logan Galindo, the number 1 singles player from center, just strolled over. I was hoping he knew the score. It's either 30 all or it's not.
Well, we'll put it at 30 all. I've been trying to.
Let's put it at 30 all, and if you have a question mark, you can put it. Second serve from Holly. She was aggressive on the second serve, a little bit too much so. So she double faults for the first time this set. And so it's now 30-40. It's break point for Lauren. Don't really want to go there if you're center. Want to stay on serve. So here's the serve to the ad court. The serve. It's a good one. Pushes Lauren wide. Gets it back across. Drop shot from Holly. Passing shot from Lauren. Beautifully done. That was one of the best points of the tournament for the number 1 seed from Silsbee, because it was a good serve, and Holly made a run for it. But it's a break in the set, so it's now 3-1 with Lauren over Holly. Holly needs to break back. Hey, Logan, when you're in a match and you're down a break, mentally, what do you have to think?
I mean, you just got to break back. I mean, you can't dig a hole for yourself, because then that puts a lot of pressure on your next serve. So you just have to lock in and break them back.
So we'll see on the first serve. It was a really good one. Holly's return goes into the net. On the second service point, Holly has an easy return, but she frames it, just missed the shot, and it drifts out of bounds. So just like that, lickety split. It's 30 love for Lauren Wise. Good first serve. Holly gets it back. The big forehand across court. Holly gets it back. A lob from the back of the court, but it's a beautiful lob. Holly has to go and hit her own hook shot. Gets it back. Lauren gets it back. They're trading forehands now. Larry's talking to his dog.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think you could hear me. I had it turned down.
Holly gets it back. It's a lob. It's too shallow. Lauren comes up and puts it away. That was a great point, featuring all over the court and a comfortable dog.
Yeah, I look back at my dog. She's on the couch, just enjoying, I guess, the cool air. Yeah, she's really comfortable. So okay.
Lauren with a big first serve. Holly hits it back, but too deep. So that was not what you were talking about, Logan. That was a 4-serve hold of serve for Lauren from Silsbee. So this is the way it looks. It's now 4-1 as she holds both games on this switchover. Well, we'll give us a chance to take a break. We'll hear, I guess, from Aurora Concepts and from the second biggest tennis fan in town, Steve Waters and Sabine State Bank. We'll be right back.
Nobody wants to be sick, but at least at Aurora Concepts, being sick is easy. From their spacious waiting room to their experienced and friendly staff, they care about you, they listen to you, they're here for you. From start to finish, that's the experience at Aurora. So what do you get with Sabine State Bank?
Steve Waters and his staff, they know you. They know you by name, and they celebrate the successes when they finance your dreams. But Sabine State Bank is also a fully modern bank with 24-hour online access to your accounts and services ranging from teller services to some of banking's more complicated things. Looking for a place to grow? It's Sabine State Bank.
Yes, not only am I looking for good insurance, but my grandson's making one of those rock and roll gospel albums. I was wondering if you could find me a good place for insurance and a place for him to record his project.
Fortunately, you just described Buster Bounds and Bounds Insurance and Center.
Great tennis action going on. How's it going, Chris?
Well, it's a beautiful day, but now Holly is finding herself in the do or die territory here. She's down a break, 4-1, serving in the second set, already having down a set. So her first serve is in the net. Her second serve is just pounced on by Lauren, so she loses the first point. Second point, huge serve, all beautiful serve from Holly, and moves Lauren to the point. It's just can't do anything but get her racket on it. So the weak first serve point is answered by a huge second serve point, 15-all. A must-win game. Good serve to the backhand. Lauren gets it back to Holly's backhand. Lauren moves to the forehand. Forehand lob. Holly returns backhand lob. Good forehand to Holly's forehand. Puts it back right to Lauren's forehand. Here's the lob. Getting to reset. Holly gets on it, frames it, but it stays in. Another lob. They're trading lobs. Holly gets it to the backhand. Lauren puts her backhand in the net. So Holly changed up the rhythm, and it paid off for her, 30-15.
She really needs to get this set. I mean, this game right here, I should say.
Got to stay in this game to stay in the set for sure. But she has the advantage, 30-15. Serving to the ad court. Big first serve. Oh, beautiful. Lauren gets it back, though, with a cross-court backhand. Holly returns it, forehand from Lauren. Backhand from Holly, a little bit too much. Top spin, and it'll even up. On that point she won, Logan, what did you like about that? You said good point.
I mean, she just stayed consistent, played her game, and didn't let the other girl dictate the point. She decided when she wanted to change pace, which is something I could never do. I would have beamed like the third ball that was in Growley there.
30-all, though. And her first serve goes in the net and bounces back, so she has to go get it, which is always frustrating. You want to get that second serve immediately, but the way that played out, it broke her rhythm. So maybe that'll be good. Second serve, 30-all. And it broke her rhythm. And so she was putting spin on it, but it was spin that she didn't quite commit to it, so the shot went long. So she double faults, and she finds herself looking at break point and absolutely having to win this next point to get it to deuce. The most important point in her singles career to this point. Big serve, hits the tape. Second serve. In, forehand return from Holly. Lauren with a big forehand return. She's at the net. Holly couldn't get to it. That was Lauren from Silsby taking over the point and at a perfect time in the match. Just big forehand, went to the net. Holly couldn't even get to the shot. Had she gotten to it, Lauren was right in place to put it away. So it's 5-1. And Holly now having to depend on a break just to stay in it. She's only broken her twice. Once to start the match, and then another one when she was making her comeback. Serve. Holly gets a good deep backhand, and Lauren, it's a poor choice. It looked like she was trying to drop shot from 40 feet away. It didn't work. Holly wins the first one. Love 15 in favor of Holly. Good serve from Lauren. Holly makes her move all the way to the corner. Lauren gets to it. Now it's a backhand from Holly. She has control of the point, but Lauren is staying in it. Another Forehand from Holly. Miscues it. I think maybe there was some backspin on that ball. I think accidental backspin, and it didn't bounce all the way to Holly, so she had to lunge for it. She had control of that point, and I think a lucky break for Lauren evens it up at 15. Good forehand return from Holly. Lauren gets it back. Another cross-court forehand, and the defensive backhand from Lauren Silsby goes into the net. So Holly stays up in the game. 15-30. Holly has 30. Serve to the ad court is in. Holly gets a good, strong forehand. Lauren moves her to the corner. Holly gets it back. Another shot to Holly's forehand. She gets over to it. Lauren forehand to Holly. Holly to Lauren's backhand. Cross-court backhand. Beautiful shot. Holly's there. She moves to the net. Can she lot over it? No, she gets to it. Lauren gets back to the kill. Another kill shot from Holly, and finally puts it away. Most entertaining point of the match, and Holly wins it. That had a little bit of everything. Both of them, the aggressor and the defender, at points in that match. The put away, a thing of beauty. She has 2 break points to stay in this one, down 1-5.
She's literally fighting for her tennis life right now.
Literally. She loses this game. It's the last one she'll play in purple. Good serve. Holly gets to it, hits the forehand. Back. Lauren gets it back. Holly has a high forehand, and she should have let it drop a little bit. She hits it deep. She still has a break point. It's 30-40. Here's the serve. Holly gets to it. Long return backhand. Good defensive backhand from Lauren. Holly puts another one in the corner. Lauren gets it back. A backhand. Holly's moving her all over the place. Lauren gets it back. A forehand. She keeps moving her from side to side. Lauren keeps getting it. Holly's forehand. Back over to the forehand side. Trading forehands now in the corner. Holly hits a nice high one. She's totally in charge of the point. A lob from Lauren. Holly gets to it. Makes her move all the way to the corner. Beautiful defensive shot from Lauren back to Holly, who puts it away on the other side. And I don't know, I keep saying best point of the match. That was certainly a candidate at a very important time. Down 5-1, Holly breaks. She'll serve at 2-5 to stay in the match. When we come back to this regional tournament brought to you by Sharon Nelson Medical.
Texas Glacier Ice and Water supports center tennis, and you know about their ice and their water and their reverse osmosis process to make it absolutely delicious. But ice blocks, they can do that. Ice sculpture, they can arrange it. Squencher thirst quencher, yep, they got it. And if your business has an ice machine, they can personalize it like they did for the Rough Riders and the Ponies. Texas Glacier Ice and Water.
Behold, the chicken fried steak sandwich. This particular chicken fried steak sandwich can only be found at Diamond Big Cafe in Center, Texas. And it pairs very well with seasoned fries and sweet tea. And if you're lucky, there'll be some of that Nana's banana pudding to go along with it. Get by Diamond Big Cafe in Center and see the wonderful folks and all the wonderful menu items for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
If she loses,
all right,
we will go.
We're right back here as we get done. And I know we just heard from Diamond B, man, and we're getting close to lunch, and I may have to see if I can get a chicken fried steak sandwich delivered or something.
That's what you're a chicken fried steak sandwich guy. You and Shires both. I have trouble going. Man. I go to Diamond B's and I have trouble ordering lunch because I want breakfast.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That is, and what makes it bad is they offer you breakfast. So that's breakfast. Yeah. I get it. Try the fried squash and zucchini. There you go. Right.
Here we go with the point. Good serve. Lauren makes Holly move to her backhand side, and the backhand fades like it's caught in the wind a little bit left. So Holly's down low 15 in her service game. Beautiful serve. Lauren gets to the backhand. She put some spin on it. Holly, she set herself, was ready to have a big forehand, and just the ball died on her. So she hit it in the net. So she's down low 30. She has serve, but she's down 2-5. So she goes over and wipes her face. Has a Texas A&M towel. That's where she'll be going next semester. Right back here to college.
She gonna play tennis?
No.
Oh, okay.
But probably some club tennis.
There you go.
Big serve. Lauren has to move her body to get to the forehand, and she hooks it way out of bounds. So Holly wins that one. She's 15-30, fighting for her life. The next game she loses is the end of the match, unless she can win 3 in a row.
She worked on that in that first set.
Yep. Good serve, hits the tee. Good return, though. Holly moves. No, she hits a good forehand, but I thought she was going to move to it. Now she moves to the net. Lauren's trying to pass her. She gets it back. Now the lob from Lauren. Holly goes desperately, tries to get to it. It's the lob is deep. So she didn't have to get to it, and she's fought back to a 30-30 tie. Yeah, that's
So as we're all
gutsy
big
tennis.
Navy fans, what's the tennis program like at A&M, man?
It's awesome. Their ladies are the #1 team in the nation.
Sweet. Gig 'em girls.
Good serve from Holly. She makes a beautiful cross-court drop shot that somehow or another Lauren gets to. Holly puts it back. Lauren then makes it a lob that then Holly can't get to. It was not a long point, but it featured 2 very good shots from both players. Ends up in a win. It's match point for Lauren, 30-40. Holly's got to win this one to get it to deuce. First serve is a little long. Second serve. Gets it in. Big forehand return is out. So, yeah, it pushed the Silsby girl, the serve pushed her back to where she just had nothing on that return except for hitting the ball. No way to control it, goes long. So it's deuce. And now Holly taking her time, which is smart, going and drying her face and hands between every point. The deuce serve. We have the official watching this match now, the roving official, Scott here. So good return, but it's just a lob return. Holly can do something with this. She tees up and puts it in the net. You know, Logan, sometimes when you have that much time to think, you think yourself into trouble.
Not too much and then tensed up right before she hit it. And once you're tense, there's not much you can do with that ball.
So she's back to another facing match point. The serve is good. The return is good to the forehand. Holly hits a defensive return. Lauren to Holly's forehand. Good forehand from Holly. Lauren hits another deep one. This one's to the backhand. Lauren hits it, drop shot. Holly hits it back. She's at the net. The lob is no good. Holly gets it back. But Lauren gets to it, hits the lob. Now it has to be a big lob and bounces deep. So Holly stays in it. And she hides in the shade over there. There's about a foot of shade. Holly goes and ties her shoe, wipes her hand, avoiding elimination for the second time. Lost the first set 6-4. She was down 2-5, came back 5-4, and had a chance to tie the game with a game point, but couldn't quite do it. Her third deuce point. First serve goes into the net. Here she comes. Second serve, I thought it might be long, but Lauren played it. Holly, her return hits the net and goes over. Lauren hits it back. Makes Holly run for a backhand. She gets to it. Holly gets it back. Lauren puts it now on the other side of the court to the forehand. Holly gets to it, hits the lob, and it's too long. But when the ball hit the tape, that changed the direction of the point, and Lauren was in charge from that point. Holly played good defense, but finally went long. So facing elimination, not just on game point, but match point for the third time now. Here comes Holly's shot to the backhand. Backhand gets back. Holly's to the net. The backhand, can she get over? Holly gets to it, but Lauren gets to her put away. And she waits for the lob. It's deep. Holly calls it deep. Lauren didn't think so. Looked to the official, and the official confirmed the call. So she avoids elimination a third time. It's deuce again, the fourth deuce point.
Mm-hmm.
Good serve. Backhand returned over to the left is short. So I think this is the first time that Holly's had a game point here. Every time she's gone to the ad court, she's been down. But now it's add in. Holly trying to stay in it and win both of these games on this switchover. And if she wins, it'll be 5-3, but still needing a break. Here's the serve. Good serve. Good forehand return. Holly sizes up her return to the forehand. Big return from forehand from Lauren. Holly gets to it. Oh, and perfect. You heard Logan say, let's go, Holly. Lauren came up to the net to play the aggressor, and Holly's lob, perfect. Not a big lob, but just a fast lob. Drop, nothing Lauren could do. So it is now 5-3. She's 1-2. But she's got a break. Yeah, here comes Lauren serve. Yeah, that's right. She gave everything she had to win that one. Now Lauren is serving for the match at 5-3. Her first serve goes wide. Her second serve's in. Holly's forehand return is good. Holly's forehand is good. Lauren moves Holly to her backhand of the corner, and she shorthands it. Holly hits it to the net. So first point goes to Lauren from Silsby. At 5-3 in the second. Lauren serves to Holly. Pushes her back, good return. Defensive shot to Holly's forehand. She hits a big one to the backhand. Backhand defensive lob. Holly sizes up a big forehand, gets it. Here comes the return. It's a defensive one to Holly's backhand. Holly hits it across court. Now Lauren, big forehand. She moves to the net, puts it away. Holly had two offensive chances, couldn't quite finish it. And then when Lauren seized control of the point, she did finish it. 30 love. Lauren 2 points away from advancing. First serve. Holly, good return forehand. Now she gets a chop backhand. Lauren puts it back. Holly has a backhand. She decides to chop it, and she puts it a little short. The chop didn't quite get over the net. If it gotten over the net, it would have been a winner. But as it is, 3 match points now for Lauren Wise from Silsby. The first serve. Holly gets it back, pushes Lauren back, forehand to Holly's forehand. Beautiful forehand. Lauren gets to it. Another forehand opportunity. Holly hits it high, gets it in. Lauren, kind of a defensive shot to Holly's forehand. A big forehand from Lauren. She comes to the net. Holly tries to pass her, can't, but she gets it back. Lobs, and they set back up. Another forehand to Holly's backhand. Long rally, backhand from Lauren. Now Holly moves in. She's at the net. A pass from Lauren, and it's a great way to win on a winner. Lauren Wise hits the winner, and she will win 6-4, 6-3. And the senior, Holly Herndon from center, is through with her career after a long and good career full of wins and championships, but it ends here on this beautiful Thursday morning. Good game from Holly, but just well played by Lauren Wise. Okay, Mr. What's your name, Larry Pierce?
Yeah, that's it. You can call me Shires if you want to. I might answer it.
I don't want to. There's only one Larry Pierce. I won't mess that up. That's a good round, a good match. I'm sure that Holly's disappointed. We will talk to her later in the evening, but we're going to go now to the Farmer State Bank between morning matches kind of halftime break, and we will wrap up her game and get ready for the doubles game. While we're doing that, I'm going to find out when that doubles game might happen. If it's happening soon, we'll just have no break at all, but we'll just have to figure all that out, Larry. So
okay.
I'm going to hand it over to you, and we'll close this one out. The regional match brought to you by Sharon Nelson Medical. Holly Herndon loses in her first regional round, 6-4, 6-3. We'll be right back.
All right.
Hi, are you tired of the high cost of medical care? Tired of insurance that doesn't want to do anything for you? Don't have any insurance? I'm Sharon Nelson, a family nurse practitioner. I see patients of all ages for very low cash prices. For physicals, illnesses, labs, refills of medications, chronic disease management, male and female exams, suturing, joint injections, minor surgeries. Come see me, Sharon Nelson, at Nelson Family Practice, 420 Tennaha Street, across from the Dairy Queen and Center. Se habla un poquito español.
You're watching NETSN coverage of the Regional Tennis Tournament, brought to you by Sharon Nelson Family Medical Practice. Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
All right, welcome back here, folks, to NETSN and our coverage of the Rough Rider Regional Tennis Tournament. As Holly Herndon Holly Herndon loses in round one to the young lady from Wise by a score of 6-4 to 6-3. It's time for a halftime break between Holly's round one match and our morning men's double match featuring Bryce Gaddy and Ryder Moody. Halftime break is brought to you by Farmer State Bank, and we'll hear from Farmer State Bank. Come back and sum up the first round ladies singles and get you ready for the doubles. So that's on the way here on NETSN.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning.
You're watching NETSN coverage of the Regional Tennis Tournament, brought to you by Sharon Nelson Family Medical Practice.
All right, folks, coming back here, and we're going to get back here and talk to Chris, and I think we got some interviews that we're going to set up here and kind of quickly sum it up. And I know we were on break there, and I heard your small conversation there with Holly there, Chris, and I know that not the way she wanted it to end, and it's unfortunate for the young lady, but glad that she had a person like yourself there that she knows was there for her, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, very emotional. And she and her brother are the only two people in the world that call me coach, because I coached her brother's little league team with her dad, and she followed us around. So she actually, while I taught her, she's the valedictorian. But while I was teaching the valedictorian, while everybody else called me Mr. Wallington, she called me Coach Chris, which, I mean, I appreciate that. And she was, not the way you want to go out. She didn't feel like she played her best tennis, but you almost never do if you don't win, right? Yep. So 6'4", 6'3". I thought she fought hard, but she didn't feel good about it. I'm going to have a shot here to talk to Coach right quick. Coach, during Holly's game, I thought she was matched pretty well with that girl. What was the difference?
I was trying to get Holly to put just a little more pressure on that girl's backhand side. I don't know if you noticed, she liked to run around and hit more forehand, so we needed to force her to move more to that side. We just couldn't accomplish that goal. When we did, we had success. We had. So it was just a matter of trying to get that opportunity and execute to that, make her move to her backhand side a little more, and we just missed a few, and then we struggled a little bit, which was unlike Holly with our serve. We threw in a couple of double faults at wrong moments, and that can hurt you.
Yeah, it's not something she does often.
No, it was a little bit of a surprise in that we're in the second set, because we had a little momentum in the first set, and I thought, okay, we know what to do now in the second set after showing that spark at the end of the first set. And then we threw in a couple of unforced errors, threw in a couple of double faults, and we couldn't quite execute like we had at the end of the first set and dug a hole.
Coach, thank you. And we'll get looking forward to some doubles here. The team that Center's playing against, who are they?
Livingston. Yes.
Okay, Livingston Lions versus Center. They're getting ready to start here pretty quick, so we better move on through our interviews. I'll send it back to you, man.
Alrighty, we're going to hear from Coach Dykes, brought to us by Farmer State Bank once again, right? Here we go.
Coach, you mentioned youth movement in an earlier interview, and it's evident in your boys' doubles.
Correct.
You found that combination in team tennis very late in the season.
Yes. In team tennis, we try to find combinations, and it was really tough because we had, like I said, so many fresh faces, and trying to find the right combinations throughout the fall. And I put these two together right there towards the end of the season and into the playoffs, and they showed that they were really willing to work hard together and communicate with each other, and had a little bit of a spark that you like to see as a coach with partners.
Yeah.
And so I said, you know what, this is probably going to be my future boys doubles team going into the spring, and possibly playing line one boys doubles this fall coming up.
Right.
And as a freshman and sophomore, that's kind of nice.
Going into this, Ryder has gotten 100% more experience at the varsity level, and Bryce 50% more in the short time. They're way more experienced now than they were in the fall. How much have they improved?
Oh, it's night and day. I mean, in doubles, a lot of it has to do with having game plans that work as a serving team. And if you were to watch them, and I hope you do get to see them.
I will.
We do a lot of different formations that people aren't used to seeing. It's not conventional, and you can't just be strangers and pull that off.
Okay.
So we've worked really hard on lots of different formations and movement, and we really make things difficult for the opponents.
I'll look forward to that.
Over here is Bryce. This over here is Ryder. They are the doubles team from center going to regional. First time at regional?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me how you feel about that. Excited, nervous, both?
I'm mostly excited. I still have a little nerves in me, but I think when we go to play, we'll be ready and prepared.
Okay. And you guys started playing together towards the end of team tennis. Was it like click at first sight, or did y'all kind of have to work to find a rhythm?
We definitely had a rough start, but we pretty much figured things out.
Yeah, Coach was saying that you have a lot of different positions and no one from the other team is watching. Can you give me an example of one thing that you might do? Do you have names for it or signs for it? How do you know? How does that work?
So we like to do this position where one's between the net box while the other is serving, and it just gives us an advantage to take a first ball.
The rich tradition of Farmer State Bank. In 1904, a handful of...
Hi, are you tired of the high cost of medical care? Tired of insurance that doesn't want to do anything for you? Don't have any insurance? I'm Sharon Nelson, a family nurse practitioner. I see patients of all ages for very low cash prices. For physicals, illnesses, labs, refills of medications, chronic disease management, male and female exams, suturing, joint injections, minor surgeries. Come see me, Sharon Nelson at Nelson Family Practice, 420 Tennaha Street, across from the Dairy Queen and Center. Se hablo un poquito español.
Alrighty, tennis fans, welcome back here. It is Center against the Livingston Lions in the doubles, and we are up 1-0. Center is, so out to Chris as it's underway there, Chris, already.
It is. We just finished the first game, and Center broke serve. Of course, that's good news, but Holly did that too against the Livingston Lions. And the Ray Jones keys to this game, after watching the first 7 or 8 points, is that our freshmen and sophomores don't need to, as long as they cannot beat themselves and not let the moment be too big, I think they're going to be fine here. Ryder is serving currently. He double faulted in his first one, and he just missed his first serve on the second point. He gets this one in, so now they're playing. Hits it to Bryce. Bryce at the net had a put away, and he framed it. Totally unforced error. So it's love 30 as Ryder Moody, the freshman, serves. Yeah, just right there. Bryce, all he had to do was put his racket on it and didn't quite get his racket high enough, and it stuck in the frame and went straight down to his feet. So love 30. He's serving to Ethan. Ethan, good return wide. Ryder gets to it, but puts his return into the net. So 3 unforced errors to get started as they kind of work out the kinks. I watched these guys in fall team tennis. This young team that I'd never seen before, a freshman and a sophomore, and I liked what I saw. Coach says they're so much better now after 4 or 5 months of work. But it is love 40. Ryder's first serve hits the net and bounces long, so second serve. He gets it in. And that serve, he puts it way over his head, reaches for it, lots of spin on it. It's a hard serve to read. And when Trent hit the ball, he put it right in the net, just like I would have. So they stay alive in the second game. Already up 1 game love. It's now 15-40. Serving to Ethan from Livingston. Big serve, a little long, a little wide. But Ethan swung and missed at the return, even though, it's a hard serve to return. So if he gets it in, it'll be good. Second serve, big jump. and Ethan can't handle it. It's such a I wouldn't win a point against Ryder Moody because his second serve jumps like it's been bitten by a bug, and so 2 serves in a row they're right back in it. They're down a break point, but they've won 2 in a row, 30-40. Serving to Trent in the ad court. Good first serve. Trent runs around to get the forehand. It's long. Yeah, he didn't want any backhand on that serve. So he ran around, hit the forehand, hit it long. So just like that, it's deuce. Just like that. So Ryder gets the call from Bryce, who is standing right in the middle of the net, 1 foot on each side of the middle line. Serving, it's Trent who good serve right to the body of the Livingston Lion, and he misses it. Ethan just again, if Ryder gets that serve in, it's going to take you a while to figure out what to do with it. He got his racket on it, and it went straight to the back fence. So 4 points in a row. Game point to hold serve and go up 2-0 here in this first set. Holly Herndon with a valiant effort loses 6-4, 6-3 in our first game of the morning, eliminating her and all of our singles players and all of our ladies players. This doubles team, the only one left in the tournament. Ryder's first serve is a power serve, 2 deep. Second serve. Serving to Trent. And good serve. And Trent swings and misses. He didn't serve it hard. His second serve is an ace with so much jump on it, he missed it. I wish you could see it. It is worth seeing. Hard to do it justice through audio. Those of you that have watched this team know what I'm talking about. Those of you who haven't, it's beautiful. I mean, there wasn't much tennis to watch. He either double faulted or they unable to return the serve. So up 2-0. Here we go. It's Ethan serving to Bryce. First serve is a little long. They'll do it again. Second serve in. Good return from Bryce. Both are at the net. Bryce puts his backhand as he comes to the net into the net. Bryce has only got to touch the ball twice or 3 times now. And he had a good return, but his 2 shots at the net were both backhands that fell short. So here we go. Ethan serving now to Ryder. He pushes him way out of the way to get to the forehand, into the body. The forehand goes into the net. I wasn't sure if the serve was in, but it was. So first 2 points to the Lions. Center up 2-0. But down in the game, love 30. Ethan serve to Bryce. In. Bryce gets it back. Moves Ethan up. He tries a cross court to Bryce's feet, too wide. So center takes that point. Scores 30-15 in favor of the Lions in their dark green shirts and black shorts. Center in their purple shirts with the big gold rider and the black shorts. First serve, deep. Ryder wearing his sunshades. Looking for the second one. Big forehand. And Trent tries to take it at the net, but I think he was guarding his face. I think he was like a catcher trying to get out of the way of a fast foul ball. So it's 30 off. Yeah, that was good tennis.
Sounds like those Lions are trying to just warm up a little bit there, Chris.
And it looks like it. Good serve. Bryce gets it back. And Ethan puts it back. Ryder lunges for it, misses it. Bryce then has to lunge for it, and he hits it wide. So here's game point for the Lions, 40-30. He's serving to Ryder. Ryder takes the shot. It's deep. So the serve was deep. Second serve. Ryder backhand. Back to the server. Ryder comes up. gets ready for the put away and stumbles and misses it. He was having to squat to get the backhand, and he just missed it. So clumsy tennis here, really from both teams here as they kind of get started. But center has the 2-1 lead. They have already broken, so they will serve to go 3-1 when we come back. You're listening to now the doubles prelims, brought to you by Sharon Nelson Family Medical.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters. What do you think of when you hear the word ace? In tennis, it means a serve so good the opponent can't touch it. In warfare, you want your very best, your ace. And in cards, it's the best card you can draw. Same way is true in hardware. Ace is the place for so many things. When you need your best, it's Ace. So if you need a new set of tires, Center Tire's the place to go? Check. What if you just need one tire repaired? Check. But what if your car needs an oil change or it needs to be aligned? Check and check. It's all there at Center Tire.
Change over.
All right, we're back here, and it's 2-1 now as we got a switching sides there, Chris. Is that how that works? They're switching sides.
That's it. And Bryce is serving for the first time, and his first serve goes into the net.
All right, let's see if we can get the scoreboard right.
Second serve is a good one. It goes to the backhand of I think that's Ethan. Yeah, Ethan miscues it, and it goes out of the fence and hits the roof of the audience area. So center with a service winner there. Bryce wins that with 15-love. The Lions, this doubles team looks like me and my friends when we play. We like to play tennis, but a lot of what center is doing with their coaching and their strategy and their spin is just catching these guys off guard. Bryce's spin serve hits the corner, inbounds, and then jumps away from the line. That's Trent, and he just swings and misses. That's the second serve so far that has been an ace because, a 40-mile-an-hour ace. Imagine a screwball that's coming at 40 miles an hour that the batter swings and completely misses.
Oh, yeah. They're used to that speed on it.
Yeah. Bryce's first serve hits the net and goes wide, so it's just a second serve, and we don't have to wait. The match next door ball rolls in. Bryce, second serve hits the net and goes in, so he'll do that again. That's a let. Up 15-love, 2-1. They're up a break, so they can go up 3-1 if they win this one. Serve, big, bounces away. He gets it in, but Ryder's waiting for it and just pounces all over it. It was basically a foul ball that was going to end up going fair, and Ryder pounced on it like a lion. So good point. Good point. Both of these guys have serves that are – I just couldn't play with these guys. I would be able to serve to them, but when it was their serve, I would just swing and miss, and I'd probably get my racket on it. But it's so hard to. You have to practice against that stuff, and if these lines have never seen anything like this before, it'll be a long match for them. Bryce serving now to the ad court.
You might be better served to play pickleball course nowadays, Chris.
That's probably more my speed. Bryce, second serve, gets it in, gets the return back to Bryce. Bryce goes all the way across court. Oh, and Ryder had it in his sights. He moved Trent all the way to the corner. He had a backhand that was a nearly impossible angle, so it just came right back to Ryder, who overcommitted and hit it out of bounds. But, I mean, the center finds himself in all the right positions at all the right times. They just have to make the shots. Not sure of the score, Larry. I think it's 30-all. Bryce miscues his first serve, so it's second serve at, we think, 30-all. And the second serve, he rushed it, hit it in the net. So double faults. And remember, the Ray Jones keys to the game, as long as we don't beat ourselves, And then this game probably is going to go center's way, but the double fault and the easy put away that we missed, those kind of things can hurt. So here we go at break point for the Lions to get back in and tie this game, tie this set. Good serve. And it's one of those that jumps away, bouncing to me. I thought I was going to get to catch it, but Tyler Herndon got to it first. So I was wrong on the score. Instead of 30-40, it was 40-30, and center wins that. So center stays in charge of the set. They go up 3-1. That means they're up a break, and they have a chance to break again as the Lions serve. It's the second time that Trent will serve. Trent started the game. We broke him the first time. Trent served to Bryce is in the net. Next serve. I thought it was long, but Bryce took it anyway, and his backhand goes long. He just kind of blocked the backhand long. So first point goes to the Lions, 15-love. First serve to our boy Ryder is deep. Second serve, nicely done. Ryder hits a return way in the corner. The Lion can't get to it, and he's tried a lob. It went over Ryder's head, but it also went out of bounds. So a very well-placed return wins the point for the Rough Riders, and it's 15-all. Here comes the serve to Bryce. He tries to put it over on the backhand side close, but it's wide. Second serve in the net. Bryce wins that one without swinging. And it's now 15-30. Ryder will take the serve. Center already up 3-1 on this first seeded Livingston Lions team. Serve goes in the net. Second serve to Ryder. The up player for Livingston way over on the right-hand side. Good backhand from Ryder. Now they're both at the net. The return comes barely over the net. Ryder makes the good decision to let it bounce. He sizes it up and kills it. We're going to be able to go? Great. I just got word that I have a tee time at 4:50 today, Larry.
Must be nice.
Yeah, I thought that everything would be under the water, but okay. Here comes the 15-40 serve. Bryce gets it back, puts it to Trent's forehand. Trent gets it back to Bryce, and it floats deep. So there you go. Center breaks again, and they go to 4-1 in the first set as they switch sides instead of going to commercial. So Lance Holloway, when was your last year on the center tennis team?
I was 2022.
This is your third year out.
Yes, sir.
Do you any old feelings when you come and watch center tennis?
Oh yeah, it's always a great time to come out and watch, especially at this place. I have a lot of memories on these courts, some good ones and some bad ones as well.
I have a recollection of you playing the longest match in the history of matches to advance the state. I think it didn't go your way, but it was such an excellent match. So is that a good memory or a bad
one? That was a rough one. That was my junior year when you're talking about in singles. Yeah, I was up 5-2 in the third set, and I'd played 2 matches before that, and I was completely exhausted. And I was also playing a guy that I'd played probably 6-7 times throughout the school.
Considered him a friend.
Yeah, we were friends. And we had I think our record might have been 3-3 throughout the whole year. And then I ended up losing that one, which was the last time we had played. But
now that's just it. You come back to these same places, 3 different places here, and everybody has different memories because this program is so rich and so deep that everybody has played here. That was Lance Holloway. While he was talking, Bryce, I'm sorry, Ryder served. Hey, Jack Callan, who won that point? We're up 15-love. We're doing the interview, missed the point, but Ryder served Ethan is a good one. It looks like he's going to miss the ball. He throws it so far back. He serves it over to Trent. Trent gets it back, but Bryce just puts his racket on it and sweetly kisses it over the net and bounces 2 or 3 times before Ethan can even get to it. So they win her up 30-love now. This would be a commanding lead if they were able to go to 5-1.
You say 30-love?
It is, 30-love.
Okay.
Another good bouncy, jumpy serve. Boy, he's good at that. It's a kick. Thank you, Jack Allen. It's a kick serve. But, I mean, Jack Allen, that serve is in your arsenal, yes?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Tell me the mechanics of it.
Mechanically, your goal is to essentially put topspin on the tennis ball at the top of the toss. You want to, the reason it's called a kick is because of the way it bounces in the court. It kicks to the right or whichever direction you're serving from. And also you contort your body in a way to where it looks like you're kicking in the middle of your serve.
Well, he sure does that. His toss goes so far behind his back. It looks like it's a bad toss. And then he hits it. His first serve went in the net. Second serve, he doesn't do the kick serve. It's just a normal serve. And poor Trent, expecting the kick, blocks the backhand into the net. So that's an easy win. And center is up commanding 5-1 here in the first set. And I think they're starting to flummox the lines a little bit. I don't know what that looks like in nature when you confuse a line.
In nature, probably not. You've done something if you confuse a line in nature,
Yeah,
I think.
I don't think lines don't get confused much. Maybe if you sing to them or something.
Yeah.
The riders are singing right now. Is the only game that they've won, though. The person serving was serving. It's his second time to serve. His first serve goes long, and now his second serve. He chops it into the net. They're rattled. That was a double fault. So this is Trent and remind me of the Trent and
Ethan.
I want to call him Graham. He looks like a guy named Graham. Ethan.
And
first serve.
To anybody that may be listening, we're calling by the first name because that was the information we got, and we apologize. Right. We don't have the last names, so that's why we are with that. With the Livingston Rose, sorry.
I just got their last names, and they are long and mostly consonants. And so, I wouldn't be able to pronounce them anyway.
Okay, so we might have stayed with Ethan and Trent. No, our apologies.
Ethan has a second double fault. So at love 30, he gets this one over, and Bryce, I think, kind of unprepared. It gets his racket on it, but he sails it way wide. So they win that one, 15-30 now for the Lions. Ethan serves it to Ryder, who it's deep, but Ryder's attempt to hit it back to him, foul ball, and it goes over 2 fences into the court next door. Second serve in the net. So not a lot of action here because Livingston's just they started out looking pretty good, but after they were introduced to those serves, not so much. So it is 15-40. This is double break point, double set point for the Rough Riders. If they can win one of the next two, they will take the first set. Here's the serve to Bryce. Over and in. Backhand return back to Ethan. Ethan gets to it, but bounces it into the net. So it only took one shot for Bryce to win that one. And the Riders go up 6-1 here at the regional tournament brought to you by Sharon Nelson Medical. We'll take a break and we'll be back. Center on a roll.
People come to Covington Lumbers for construction projects, and one of those, paint projects. Whether it's exterior or interior, Covington's has you covered. With the Farrell Calhoun brand, over 120 years of excellence, vivid colors.
For paint, it's Covington's.
So what do you get with Sabine State Bank? Well, Steve Waters and his staff, they know you. They know you by name, and they celebrate the successes when they finance your dreams. But Sabine State Bank is also a fully modern bank with 24-hour online access to your accounts and services ranging from teller services to some of banking's more complicated things. Looking for a place to grow? It's Sabine State Bank.
Yes, not only am I looking for good insurance, but my grandson's making one of those rock and roll gospel albums. I was wondering if you could find me a good place for insurance and a place for him to record his project.
Fortunately, you just described Buster Bounds and Bounds Insurance and Center.
Already back here, and it looks like a first set win there for the Riders under the first doubles match, Chris. So what else you got going on there?
Yeah, Larry, it's night and day between the two matches we've covered, isn't it?
Yeah, basically, yes, definitely that. Yeah,
Holly,
and I feel bad for Holly because she was playing such a good match, but she ran into sound like somebody was up to the task today.
Yeah, her opponent was forcing her to play her best tennis. These guys from Livingston, although they're the number one seed, not forcing the freshman and sophomore duo to play their best. 6-1, the Riders win the first set, and Bryce will serve to begin the second set. First serve goes into the net. Second serve is good, and that bounce gets him. That bounce gets him. And it's knocked out of bounds. I am getting a call on my microphone from Sharon Nelson, our sponsor. Sharon, if you're hearing this, call Jack Callan. Do you have his number? I can't take your call right now. Or maybe I can. Since she's our sponsor, maybe that'll work. Bryce's serve, they get it back. Bryce has to run to the corner to return the backhand. But the backhand goes all the way back to Trent's backhand. Trent gets it deep. So Bryce and Trent trade shots. Bryce wins. 30-love. Tell you what, after this game, I'm going to call Sharon back and tell her she's on the air and see if that's why she wants to talk. She may have a report about another center girl who has moved to Martinsville and is playing in her regional tournament today.
Yeah, that's right. We talked about that when we talked about this yesterday, didn't we?
Bryce's serve gets to Ethan. Oh, my goodness. Ethan gets it back, and it barely clears the net. So Ryder has to wait for it to bounce, gets it back over. Pretty good shot from Ethan back over to Bryce, who fires it back to him, and Ethan puts it in the net. So 3 points in a row. It's 40-love here in this first game. Bryce's first serve to Trent is a power serve, and it's deep. His second serve, all sorts of spin, gets to him. He gets it back. Backhand to Bryce. Back over to Bryce, hand to Trent. Backhand to Trent. Trent's backhand is miscued and goes into the fence. So center wins in 4 points to go 1-0 in this set. What I'm going to do is go to speakerphone and see if I can get Sharon back on the see if I can get her call back. How you do that and not hang up? I'm not sure how to do that. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, it's fixing to work.
Well, why did it do that? That's weird. Okay. There you are. You went.
Hey,
You went dead. I couldn't hear you if you were talking to her, and I was kind of waiting for you to come back. And so I was like,
okay.
"Uh oh." So then we kind of lost out. So that's unfortunate.
I don't think I think I hung up on you to talk to her.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure sorry about that. Well,
That's all right.
next time I'm gonna hand my phone to my son. He'll do better.
Right.
While we were away, Sharon gave us an update on Anna Hegler, a center student that moved to Martinsville. She's in the 1A tournament. She won her first set 6-0, 6-1.
Okay.
So Anna Hegler doing well in the 1A. And then while we were away, they broke this lasted pretty easily, right? Okay, so break the line serve up 2-0. Now Ryder Moody is serving after having won, I believe, the first point.
So Ryder's
two
up
games
2 games to none here in a second. Okay.
Yeah, on the serve, beautiful shot. Trent gets it back. Bryce gets his backhand up on the net, puts it back to Trent. Trent gets another backhand to Bryce. This one stretches him too far, and it goes wide. So Lions earn a point there. Good, one of their better points of the game. So I think we are at 15 all here in this third game. Ryder's up 2-0. Ryder Moody serving. Serving now to Ethan. Ryder, first serve goes into the net. Second serve. A little too long. It seems like when he does the long wave behind his back toss, and you know he's going to do the spin serve, it's pretty consistent when he doesn't do it. He uses another serve. It seems to go long as often as it goes in. So double faults that one. And they're down 15-30 in this game 3. First serve in, power serve. Trent gets his backhand racket on it, but it goes into the other court. And again, what do you expect? There's so many of those serves come at a moderate tempo, and then pow, it jumps, it kicks. This one came full blown, like a fastball when you're expecting a changeup. And Trent just basically fouls it away. So point for the Rough Riders. And then Ryder with the best serve of the tournament so far. His serve to Ethan is a kick serve with pace, hits in the corner and bounces away. Ethan could not even reach it. A true ace to move up 40-30 with a game point here to go up 3-0 in the match. A little bit long. Hey, do you have Larry, a Gaddy's medical ad that you can get to?
I know I got it in here, but yeah, I think I can find it
if you can
somewhere.
look for that, we're going to go off script here.
Okay.
And when this game ends, I'm going to talk to a Rough Rider fan, and we'll do a fan spotlight. Ryder double faults to keep the game going. So instead of taking the game there, it's now deuce. With a commanding lead, they're 6-1, won the first set, and now leading 2-0. And at deuce at 2-0, Ryder serving to Ethan from Livingston, the number 1 seed from their district, the Lions. It's a let. First serve hits the net. Lions in their pine green, hunter green, black shorts. Both of them wearing black Livingston Lions hats. Ryder serve to him. He wins that one. Oh, first serve. That's the second. First serve. It goes in the net. Here's the true second serve. Big jump. Ethan gets it back to the forehand of Ryder. Back to Ethan. Bryce takes it and puts it right between the two. Backhand winner at the net. Perfectly done. And a good-looking doubles point. So many of these points have died at the serve. You know, either a serve that they can't handle or they can barely get back. But that one looked like a doubles point. Center wins it, and they go up now. Add to try to take the commanding 3-0 lead in the second. He's serving to Trent in the ad court. We have to get a ball to the game going next door. Serve is in. Trent moves his forehand and puts it in the net. So they win 3-0. And before we go to the Gaddy's ad, I want to talk here to Ward, her Coach Ward. Coach, it wasn't her best game, was it?
Not her best, but wasn't just terrible. She had a few double faults.
Unusual for
it is. Yeah, it was. But the little girl from Silsby, she's a good opponent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's you got to lose somebody, and she was kind of classy. You know, it was a polite match.
It was a clean game. Didn't have any discussions over alcohols. So yeah, good game to end their career.
And for you as a athletic parent, which you've been forever, and all you really have to do is shower and go home. I mean, how's that feel?
Little different. Yeah, I've been watching my kids play for 18 years.
It's difficult. I remember that. Watching Keaton hug Jack Callan when he was eliminated at state, and we have a picture of that, and it's one that I want at my funeral. Both of us breaking up. So let's go to the ad before we cry here, Larry. We'll be right back.
Gaddy's Medical Supply. It's your one-stop shop for the supplies and the equipment that you need as you go along your recovery. Their compassionate and knowledgeable staff is there to help you as you get better. Gaddy's Medical Supply.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home. For all of your glass-related needs, it's Center Glass.
We have already won the first point.
All right, so here we go, back in up one point here in match number 4, and the Riders are moving on right now with Chris.
Yes, up 3-0, and already won the first point in Ethan's serve. Bryce Gaddy returned the serve and put it to where all they could do was lunge at it and put their racket on it. The serve now to Ryder, a very good serve in the corner of the service box. Ryder steps in for the backhand and hits it long, but that's not an error. That's just a good serve from Ethan. Evens it up at 15-all. Lions desperate for a win here. First serve, they play. I thought it was long, and Bryce just didn't call it loud enough. It was first serve's long, so it'll be a second serve to Bryce. I thought they were going to play it. No official at this court anywhere. Bryce, big return of serve, but it goes just a tad long. It's a really good stroke. All the top spin you think you'd need, but it was just a little bit long. So they are behind in the game for the first time in a while. 30-15 Lions, and they're serving now to Ryder Moody, the freshman, who has been so impressive. Got to a slow start, but he's been impressive for most of this match. First serve goes into the net. Ethan serving to Ryder Moody. Second serve goes into the net. Ryder was already moving up for it. So no effort required to even it up at 30-all. Serve is in. A good serve. Bryce hits a cut forehand return trying to land it short, but it's too short. It hits the net. So it's game point. 40-30. And one of the few game points the Lions have had. The serve to Ryder, it goes way wide. Maybe a second serve. Ryder's moving up. The serve is deep. So it's double fault their game point. So it's deuce. Larry wanted to remind you that it's probably time for you to change your oil. Rough Rider Oil and Lube on Hurst Street. I had to do that before we came here. It was right at time, and I thought, let's just go ahead and do it and take this trip and feel good about it.
And plus, you were probably driving your wife's car. You better change her oil.
You dadgum right. You dadgum right. Rough Rider Oil and Lube on Hurst Street brings us all our Rough Rider athletics. The serve to Bryce is good. Bryce isn't paying attention. His backhand is pounced on lion-like by Trent, and Livingston puts that away at the net. Good net play. And that's, a true winner from the Lions. Good serve, good follow-up from the net guy. So they're up now. Add for the Lions. Serving to Ryder, and boy, he's having trouble over there. Serves to Bryce's side is good, but the ad court's been difficult for Ethan. So he misses the first one, second serve with game point, and puts it in the net. So making Bryce work, and Ryder's just kind of taking a free ride. It's kind of nice. You know, you have a coupon for a free taxi ride or
free Uber.
Calling an Uber. He's just Ubering through this one. I'll make his rackets hit the ball once. Back to deuce, second deuce. First serve is long a little bit to Bryce. And the line at the net way over on the side. Backhand return, Bryce gets it back to Ethan. Ryder comes up to put it away at the net. Easy put away, but it's too short. Had a little bit too long to think about it. And even though he was 3 feet from the net, he nets it. So this is their third game point. The serve to Ryder is deep. They just can't seem to get a ball for Ryder to hit. Second serve. For the Lions, this is critical. Second serve is in. Ryder hits it back to him. Good return from Ethan. Let me try to describe just what happened. Ryder is set up on the far left. The serve is to his forehand. He hits it, and as he's moving up, Ethan hits it by him on the outside alley, which it was not your typical alley shot. He hit cross court and hit the alley. It had to be a perfect shot, and he made it. So, count that as a game earned for the Lions. They are on the board now. It's 3-1 in the second set. Bryce now serving to Ethan, and his first serve is deep. Riders won the first set 6-1. They're leading 3-1. Now their serve. The jump serve, Ethan gets back. Bryce hits it back to Ethan. Ethan goes for the alley. Ryder knows it. He was out of position, but the ball hits the net another inch, and it would have been a consecutive really good point by the Lions. They're starting to come alive a little bit. Larry, it might be a match down the stretch.
Yeah, the Lions got to dig in, though.
Yeah, they do. Lions lost that point, but they were doing all the right things. Didn't miss it by much. Bryce's serve, the jump serve to Trent, and he just missed it. I mean, it's not an ace, but he gets his rack on it, but it's a service winner at about 40 miles an hour. His return went over two fences, and the game over to our right had to stop what they were doing and hit it back to us. So 15-0. Bryce to Ethan. I think he's going to get that first serve again. It hit the net. I think it was in. Oh, my. This is Leon Dykes has got to be salivating. He's got 2 more years with this team, 3 more years with Ryder Moody. Good first serve. Ethan manages to get it back, but it barely gets over the net. Ryder pounces on it, well, like a Ryder. Bam. Destroys the lines on that one. Great point. It's all set up by a good serve that Ethan could barely get back, and that's just, you just love that. Bryce gets the call from, much like a catcher giving a pitcher a call from Ryder. Here comes the serve. Calls for the jump serve. For the first time, they get the jump serve back. A defensive backhand lob. It goes all the way to Bryce. The kick serve gets it all the way back. Bryce, a little surprised, it hit the very extreme corner, and Bryce's return goes deep. So another good point from the Lions. Trent Kellen just did the kick motion. I mean, it's a kick serve, Dad. That kick serve from Bryce is an ace. Good pace, then jumps to the left, and Ethan never had a chance. So service ace to close the game, and it's now 4-1 as we go to break. Mr. Pierce, we will be back with this round 1 doubles brought to you by Sharon Nelson Medical.
Texas Glacier Ice and Water supports Center Tennis, and you know about their ice and their water and their reverse osmosis process to make it absolutely delicious. But ice blocks, they can do that. Ice sculpture, they can arrange it. Thirst quencher, yep, they got it. And if your business has an ice machine, they can personalize it like they did for the Rough Riders and the Ponies. Texas Glacier, Ice and Water. Cornerstone Balance and Therapy is the local place where you go to recover after surgery or after an accident. With up-to-date modern equipment and a staff that cares and knows you by name, the only thing better is where it's located, right at the four-way stop in the middle of town. Cornerstone, helping you get better.
Back here to it as the Riders up 4-1, taking care of business right now.
Taking care of business. And it was the first time that business has been like looking like business from someone that knew what they were doing. And the Lions won a game and then really made the Riders earn that second game in that changeover. It's like maybe the Lions have kind of figured it out. It might be a little too late. 4-1 in the second. Already Riders won the first one 6-1. So they are 2 games away. They could win the first match of regional on this changeover if they're able to break Trent. And I don't think Trent's won a serve yet. So the odds are they will break Trent. He's going to have to serve better. His first serve will be to Bryce Gaddy here at 4-1. First serve, promising, but was in the net. Bryce, second serve, he gets the forehand back to Trent. Trent gets it back over the net. Ryder jumps on it and puts his shot in the net. Good choice. Bad execution. And first point goes to Trent and the Livingston Lions, number 1 seed from their district, in danger of losing big to the number 2 seed from Center's district. Here comes the serve. A good one from Trent. Ryder goes and gets it back. Easy forehand from Trent, and he hits it wide. He was going for the corner again and just missed it. So again, a good shot that didn't hit. But Riders win the point. So it's 15-all. Bryce will take the serve again. There's the serve. It's a little deep. Trent will do a second serve. Ryder is over to the right now at the net. Here comes the serve. Bryce moves over with the forehand and a nice, solid, not hard forehand, perfectly placed in the corner, and there's nothing Trent can do. It's a straight-up winner. He just watches it bounce. Perfect choice. There's not a whole lot of macho Chuck Norris adrenaline and testosterone here from these guys. They're just playing the right shots. One big. First serve now to Riders, a little deep. Good serve, just a little deep. So here's a second one. Good. Oh, perfect alley shot, and he gets an applause from his opponent, Ethan. Ryder hits the alley perfect as Ethan moves to his left. And again, not a hard shot, a perfect shot. It's game break point for the Riders here. I think it is 15-40, Larry. Riders' favor. Here comes the serve. It's a good one. Bryce, nope, it's not. It's long. Second serve to Bryce. Gets it over. Bryce takes the forehand, puts the same shot. It hits the net. This time, poor old Trent was going to get there, but it hit the net and rolled even further away from him and falls. So as if the Riders needed luck, they get it. And they close out that game breaking and going 5-1. And it'll be Ryder Moody, who has not lost a serve yet, serving for the match. Man.
Wow.
Yeah. Big thank you to the Forge. I'm looking at 3 guys who, when they come home to center, Jack Callan and his buddy Tyler Herndon, who was watching his sister, and Lance Holloway, who's here in school watching center. When they come home, they go to Forge Gym. That's how they keep their workout routines up, because they choose the Forge. It's the one for folks like them. So you can trust the equipment, and you can trust Dambert Collum at the Forge. They bring you all the Rough Rider athletics. Okay, here we are at 5-1, trying to close out this set. Pretty early work. Both serves Ryder hits, just like when he started the game. Both jump serves go into the net. So lose the first one on a double fault. If we win this one, we will move to the post game, the Aurora Concept post game. It says Wiggins Farms post game on my sheet, but don't believe it. It's Aurora Concept.
Oh, now I got to change everything. Look at this, man. That's all messed up. Oh.
Sorry, man. Ryder gets the serve in. Trent hits it over the head of Bryce. Ryder gets to it easily, hits it back to Trent. He hits it over Bryce, but over the out of bounds line too. So it's out. It's 15 off. Ryder, first serve, tried a hard one into the net. Serving to Ethan. Second serve, the jump serve back into the body of Ethan, and he wasn't ready for it. I wouldn't have either. And he gets his racket on it, but he hits it long. Beautiful jump serve. So it's a service winner. I mean, he wasn't a hard serve, but he was playing defense. It bounced, and he had to keep from getting hit in the face. 30-15, 2 points away from winning and moving to the quarterfinals. Good serve, jumps to the backhand. And the return, Trent's return gets caught in the part of the racket between the handle, the grip, and the net, and it just kind of stays there. It's one of those, like a basketball that gets stuck in the rim. Yeah, the tennis ball sandwich. So it's a double match point. Bryce up at the net right in the middle. Big serve, gets it in. Ethan gets the ball back, but there's Bryce waiting for it and puts it away like a black widow spider. That is done. 6-1, 6-1, as the second-seeded Riders beat the first-seeded Lions in a surprising, easy way. I'm going to interview them, but it won't take long. Coach asked if he needs us for anything. In fact, I can do that while you're walking to the car. So I won't take it. They're going to report their scores. Okay, good. That's what I'll do. All right, I've got my plan. So let's let you execute your plan, man. You've been watching the round one, which is now over, brought to you by Sharon Nelson. Don't go away. We'll have the Aurora Concepts post game following this.
Hey, basketball fans. If you want to plan your next getaway around quality East Texas hunting, then Wiggins Hunting Lodge is a place for you. Quality white-tailed deer hunting experience, or whatever your gathering needs, perfect for bridal or corporate events. Want to get away? Come to Wiggins Hunting Lodge between Mount Enterprise and Timpson. Does the national financial situation confuse you? What about your own? Wayne Christian Financial Services is where you turn. Wayne has spent a career answering these questions for clients, and his daughter, Eliza Christian Furman, does the same thing now. Join Wayne Christian's team at Wayne Christian Financial.
Hi, are you tired of the high cost of medical care? Tired of insurance that doesn't want to do anything for you? Don't have any insurance? I'm Sharon Nelson, a family nurse practitioner. I see patients of all ages for very low cash prices. For physicals, illnesses, labs, refills of medications, chronic disease management, male and female exams, suturing, joint injections, minor surgeries. Come see me, Sharon Nelson, at Nelson Family Practice, 420 Tenaha Street, across from the Dairy Queen and Center. Se habla un poquito español.
Nobody wants to be sick, but at least at Aurora Concepts, being sick is easy. From their spacious waiting room to their experienced and friendly staff, they care about you, they listen to you, they're here for you. From start to finish, that's the experience at Aurora.
We say thank you to the sponsors that make this tennis broadcast possible. They include Sharon Nelson Medical, Texas Glacier Ice and Water, Bounds Insurance, Center Glass, Aurora Concepts, and Cornerstone Balance and Therapy.
Alrighty, back here, folks, in a big win here, and we're going to kick it back here to Chris. And Chris, you got the coaches there? What's going on?
I got the players.
I got the players. Awesome, man.
Ryder and Bryce. Right before we went on the air, I said, "Were y'all surprised about how?" And they both went, "Nah." So obviously
they knew what was up. Huh?
They knew what was up. I did not. This is my fancy microphone. Start with you, Ryder. I didn't know you served like that. Both of you with a jump serve, kick serve. I wouldn't be able to hit it back. I don't think they had the answer for it either. Did you get that impression?
Yes, sir. Especially on the kick serve. That guy had no clue what was coming.
I watched it, and I kept thinking, if I was playing y'all, I think I'd get my racket on it, but I doubt it'd go in much. So definite serve advantage. Talk me through when in the match, Bryce, did you know, okay, I think we got this?
It was really just the start. I had a pretty good feeling, and I know we can go pretty far here.
Yeah. So you'll play again. I know you don't know specifics, but generally, when will you play again?
We have no.
Okay. After lunch. 2:30. Okay, we're just going to make a seamless transition over to Coach as we'll do the coach interview. Coach, you proud of him? This is what you expect?
Oh, most definitely. Back in the fall, like I said, we kind of showed that spark, and I told them some of the things that good doubles teams do as far as high percentage those kick type serves, and all that hard work paid off because you saw how much trouble it gave our opponents trying to return that kick serve. And so hopefully we can keep that going. We're going to try to scout out our opponents that are almost done over here on court 4. I feel like it's going to be Belleville. They're leading. And so we're going to try to scout them out, get something to eat, and come back and probably 2:30-ish.
See Belleville a lot. And when we're in this region.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, well, y'all go get something to eat. I'm proud of you, and we'll be back with you in the afternoon. That's good stuff. They're going to go eat, and I'm going to go get out of the way. I'm going to talk to a couple of veterans here. I tell you what, let's go to ad, and then I'll talk to the veterans because they probably won't go eat with them. We'll hear from Center Motor and JBA, and come on back.
Yep.
You know, Center Motor Company brings us the player of the game. Well, now we're going to bring you the Ford vehicle of the game, the Ford Bronco. You need to check it out. If you want an SUV that it's also an ATV, where you're on the road or off the road, any number of the herd of Broncos can be yours. Just go to Center Motor Company. Run with the herd at Center Motor.
JBA Financial Services brings you Coach Talk, and there's a reason for that. John Black knows that when you're preparing for an important game, you need a plan, and they'd like to be a part of the details, the X's and O's of that plan. He's put together a good team, a coaching staff that would help you and your family get where they want to go. At JBA Financial Services, they're working to secure your family's future.
And we're back here as we get back out to Chris and trying to figure out a few things here. So we're in post-game, Aurora Concepts post-game, and let's talk a little bit about, I think you wanted to talk about the Dairy Queen play of the match here. Chris, is that what you wanted?
Yeah, and to get some help with that, 3 guys that watched the match are 3 center tennis players, Jack Callan, Lance, and Zach. Jack Callan, you're closest to me. Do you have a play of the moment?
I don't have a play. I don't have a particular point just because when it's a match that ends in 6-1, 6-1,
right.
There's
not a lot of drama.
Not a lot of drama. But I'd say something that I'd like to point out that is going to be the biggest something to smile about, if you will, is just the fact that these boys had enough command on their serves. Those kick serves were booming. Those guys on the other side of the court just couldn't handle it. And that's the thing that I want to point out and that I'm the most proud of.
Your DQ play of the game is every kick serve.
Every single one of them that went in.
Right. Some of them didn't work out. What about you, Zach?
I agree with him. The serve was a very spectacular part of their gameplay. I also think that their planning on their returns, they went for they would angle their return in just the way, and then they'd punch it with a volley and win the point. And same with their serves. They would, on their service games, they'd go for a 1-2 and they'd win the point every time. It was a great planning.
And a lot of those aces and a lot of those winners that the other team didn't touch, they didn't have a lot of pace on them. They were just perfectly placed shots. That's impressive. What about you, Lance? The Dairy Queen play of the game.
So I'm going to say I'm going to have to go with what they're saying with the play. So how they were running that 1-2 combo, that kick serve out wide. If it got returned, it was going straight to the net player. and the point was over from there. They also did a great job on both sides, serving and returning, getting to the net, finishing the point off. They were playing great.
They were. Now, most important question: when you go to the Dairy Queen, what do you get?
Taco.
That's the best thing. Go to Dairy Queen, Lance. What do you get?
I'm gonna have to get the chicken strips with the honey mustard.
Also a good choice. Holly Herndon, you go to Dairy Queen. What do you get?
Usually like a blizzard or something.
What kind of blizzard?
They just had this blizzard of the month recently. It's like birthday cake, some kind of. That's what I like.
But you're good with that. You can take you're like a variety. You don't have to have just one.
No, sir.
I respect that. Tyler Herndon, Dairy Queen. What do you get?
From Dairy Queen, probably get steak fingers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Steak fingers with gravy.
Oh yeah.
Because you're a real American.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what I like about Texas.
Got to have gravy.
Well, that's good stuff. What about you, Larry? Dairy Queen.
Me, of course, I like the Built Buster, and I also like my strawberry shakes.
Okay. Let's hear from Dairy Queen right now. When we come back, I want something to smile about. I'm going to talk to Holly Herndon, who we didn't get to talk to after her match, but we'll be right back with more of the Aurora Concepts post-game show after this.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger. That's what I need.
Ice
cream.
Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they could all get something good. Dairy Queen. Nobody wants to be sick, but at least at Aurora Concepts, being sick is easy. From their spacious waiting room to their experienced and friendly staff, they care about you. They listen to you. They're here for you. From start to finish, that's the experience at Aurora. Gaddy's Medical Supply. It's your one-stop shop for the supplies and the equipment that you need as you go along your recovery. Their compassionate and knowledgeable staff is there to help you as you get better. Gaddy's Medical Supply.
Since
All
it's
right,
audio,
let's get back
it's
out
so
there
much
to Chris
easier.
and talk about something to smile about. Brought to us by our good folks at Wyndham Family Dental. And you're talking to Holly here again, huh, Chris?
Yeah, something to smile about is, of course, the dominance that we just saw from the doubles team, but also the prolonged, hard-working excellence of Holly Herndon, who is finishing her tennis career, but she still has, some work to do to give the valedictory address at graduation. So it's been a good career. Holly, first let's talk about the match. You said afterwards you just didn't feel like that was your best at all.
No, sir. I mean, it's probably one of the better times I've played this season, but I still don't think I was up to my full potential.
Had some double faults that I could tell by the look on your face. Where'd that come from?
Usually that happens whenever I don't follow, like kind of strike through the ball and just flow through the ball like I usually do. That's what causes it to go into the net.
You were emotional. Your dad was emotional. I imagine your mom was emotional. This is a difficult point. We all face it. Unless you win state, everybody ends up with a loss as their last game. That's just the nature of the beast. Thoughts on looking back on your career?
It was a good one. There was a lot of victories. Now that I think about it, I'm really blessed to be a part of this program. And I mean, I think that I wouldn't have been near as happy if I went the other way, maybe playing in a different sport. I think that this was truly meant for me, and I'm just really happy that I came here and that I got the opportunity to play here.
The good news is when Center's team tennis comes to regional next year, and you'll probably be here, and we'll talk to you again then.
Yes, sir.
All right, a future Aggie and
Gig 'em, girl.
Until recent former Rough Rider tennis player Holly Herndon. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That's something to smile about. That's a great interview.
Yeah.
Larry, that's a good interview.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, you don't hear that after a lot of sports. That's good stuff. We'll hear from Wyndham Family Dental. We'll come up to close this up and figure out what's coming next.
Herbal.
Excuse me?
Herbal, my marbles herbals.
What?
My tubers in my marbles.
Oh, you have a toothache.
Yes, a tubers ache.
Well, you need to take that toothache to Wyndham Family Dental. If it can be done in a big city practice, it can be done at Wyndham Family Dental.
Oh, well, thanks very much.
Back here to wrap it up with Chris, and I know you got a call from Miss Nelson, so we may let you get that come up here in a bit. But let's see.
If I do that, I'll end up hanging up on you. I don't know how to work my phone.
All right,
but
we'll get a report from her and make sure we let everybody know how things are going for our Martinsville folks over there.
I would like to, but I'll find that out after the broadcast. I'm talking now to the guys. They have been scouting out their opponents. That has Coach told you or anybody? I mean, I'm good for anybody. Kind of when your next match will be.
I think he said 2:30ish.
So we'll start paying attention around 2:00.
Okay.
And we will tell everybody, me included, how you get to the next broadcast when we move to the second round.
Well, basically what we're going to do is we'll have another stream there. You just kind of go back to our NETSN page right there. Make sure you subscribe and like our page, and then that way you can see when we're live. And just go to the next available stream. That'll say the afternoon stream, I believe it is what Brett set us up for. So that's what you'll find, and that's what you'll find in the next one for the afternoon.
Perfect. So that is going to end round one. A big thank you to our tennis sponsors. They include Texas Glacier, Center Glass, Aurora Concepts, also brought you the post-game show, Sabine State Bank, Bounds Insurance, Cornerstone, Balance and Therapy. Man, the guy there is a great tennis player, huge tennis fan, and excellent at what he does. Texas Glacier Ice and Water. Of course, the whole broadcast brought to you by Sharon Nelson Family Medical. We will be back sometime around 2:00. Larry, thank you a bunch. I'll turn it back over to you to wrap it up.
All right. Have a good one, man. See you soon. All right, folks, that's going to wrap it up here for the first round of today's action here on the NETSN for the regional tournament. We'll be back around 2 or 2:30 to bring you the next matchup here, and a great win here by the young men from Center as they'll move on to the next round. We'll see you about 2:00. Catch us here on NETSN. Have a great afternoon, everyone. We'll be back. Bye-bye. The proceeding was a presentation of Watlington, Shires, and Pierce Productions. We hope you have an awesome and blessed night. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.